Scammers online spreading their lies, pumping stocks with dollar signs in their eyes. But we see through the noise, cut through the mold, calling out fraudsters. Truth be told, hey, expose the lies, let the story unfold. Truth be told, yeah, shining the light on the tricks they sold. No hype, no spin, we bring the facts, let the truth roll in. Fraudsters beware, your game's getting old. We're taking it back when truth be told. Truth be told. Truth be told. And the truth shall set you free.
Trying to restart on us. Awesome. Well, hello, everyone. Once again, I know last week we were out of session. I had a birthday. Last year, I managed to confangle it so that I could disappear, but I thought I could do it on my lonesome, and we decided, nah, we'll take the week off. And here we are back with 2 weeks worth of news. I'm sure we'll be able to get through it. Isn't that right, Platinum?
Totally. We got this.
Totally. You're on board for this, right, Amy?
Yes, happy
2 weeks of
birthday.
news,
I
we can
missed the
handle
week
it.
before.
Right.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to everybody.
Happy birthday to everybody. I forget.
I'm actually making a birthday card right now as we speak. My girlfriend's birthday tomorrow.
Well, I remember
That
last
is
year
right,
I
yes.
hosted for my birthday, and then because you were off for your birthday,
Yeah.
Yep.
So
that's
we
when
all
that's when we were
decided
talking
not.
about the Holy Moly Donut Shop.
Yeah, that's right. Because of what was it? The scam
Zion
oil
oil?
company? Yes,
Yes.
I know.
Yeah,
pray
they
for
were. They
oil.
they pray for oil. Yeah,
We
They
pray for
pray
donuts.
I still yes, we pray for donuts, and they pray for oil. So we thought we should start the Holy Moly Donut Shop.
Donut holies.
Well, as the title is for tonight's show, is it shitco season again? Our meme stock's
Absolutely, yes.
back. It absolutely is. We've got plenty to go over, but first we are going to eat our vegetables first. We do have some news to work our way through. The first topic that I wanted to get to tonight was sort of something I think we kind of left off on last show. We knew that it was coming when we did our last show 2 weeks ago. What we didn't realize is how pants on head retarded it was going to be.
Oh wait.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
yes. I'm not playing the whole thing. It is an hour-long
Thank
thing.
you.
I
I
made
have.
Will you at
Can I
least-
play? I have the funniest video to play for this.
Okay, if you got it and you can.
He was like, Aceto.
a screen share.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, you could
hold on.
even pronounce it.
I don't know.
Oh
because
my
remember, I
God.
can't. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to the chat because I can't. I
Okay.
can't send it to the.
And then
thing.
I'll pull it up. That's
But
totally
hold
fine.
on. Like, let's play this first, and then you can play it. Here you go. This is so
Let's see
great,
that.
and it's
So,
literally the best thing I've ever seen.
Okay. Oh no. Let me download this. Okay, I'm gonna have to download it. 1 sec. So yeah, like we talked about how like this was probably a good dip buy because there's
I mean,
no way
myself, I
that
know
this
so many
is-
people who are just loading the boat with this. With
Because-
KV.
KVUE. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I know. And there was another dip after this announcement, and it's
Oh,
been
yeah.
sort of struggling. But I've not had a problem with where did the thing go? I was trying to. Oh, I didn't mean to close that.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Take
I
too
was
much
trying
of
to open.
soda.
Oh my
won't let
God.
me
Wait
open
till you
that
see this
in
thing.
the-
You're going to die, Platt. It's so funny.
Oh my goodness. I can't play it in the browser, which is going to make it real difficult to do anything with this. We'll come back.
Can we play it in the browser? What
Because
does
the
that mean?
format is not supported by the browser. That's how that works.
Oh, is it because it came from my iPhone?
Maybe.
Can I do? Wait, I think didn't I fix it so that I can do that? That I can show it.
You should be able to. You know,
Let me
try.
see.
You can share it. I will put it up.
Let's see. I think didn't I made the change so that I could, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see if I can share this.
I can hear it.
Hold on. You can hear
Oh,
it?
no. anything.
No, I can't. It was something else I had going
I was
on.
like, wait, what?
No, yeah. Go ahead and do the screen share and I'll
Because I have to do window, right?
yeah, but I don't know if Window will do audio. We'll see. Yeah,
I don't
Window
hear it.
doesn't do audio.
You can't hear it?
Yeah, Window doesn't do audio.
Oh, that's so rude.
It's see, this is why I like using OBS sometimes over this. But yeah, so he couldn't pronounce acetaminophen.
Oh my God, I'm so sad. It's so funny. I'm so sad we can't watch it. But okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he couldn't pronounce acetaminophen.
Right.
We had the one video that you had brought up. Let me see if I can find it right here. Oh yeah, where Doc Oz gets on Fox News and does the world's
TMZ.
largest backpedal. Oh, the TMZ.
Oh, that's
one.
Fox News. The one I posted was from TMZ, and he did that.
Okay, then you might have to find that one because I could have
the
sworn I
day
had
after.
it and then didn't.
Pretty sure
Also,
I posted it.
Undaunted will not be stopped. I don't care what. There's no political benefit of today.
No,
for
this
the
is
president.
not. This doesn't help anyone.
Yeah,
like if it's not true, it doesn't help. It makes everybody look
You're
bad.
losing
So why would you
donations.
do that?
Also, Undaunted
Okay,
will
yeah,
not-
but you had one where he was on TMZ or he was on CNN. And
Here,
he did
I got the tweet.
the world's largest backpedal.
Yeah, here we go.
And you could probably share that in browser and it'll work.
Yeah, that one should be okay. I'm so mad about the audio because it's so funny.
Is it on Twitter?
Did
you post
Oh.
it on Twitter?
Here you go.
No,
but I
I'm
can.
listening to you.
Yeah.
And the way I'm receiving, okay, final thing, I'm listening to you, and the way I'm receiving what you're saying is you are tempering this more than President Trump did. You're saying that if you have a fever, talk to a doctor. You're not saying absolutely don't use Tylenol. The message that I heard when I watched the news conference was Trump repeatedly saying, don't use Tylenol. Don't use Tylenol. If you have to, and you can't tough it out, then maybe take it, but don't use Tylenol. You seem to be tempering this more than that.
The president agrees with what I'm saying. We've spoken about it many times over the past few weeks. His effort yesterday was to be impassioned about the fact we're overusing acetaminophen. His caution was, if you have minor problems, get through them without a medication if possible. Take the example of a low-grade fever. And Harvey, you know this, it accelerates your recovery. The virus is killed by the fever, your cells are not, so it helps your body beat off the bad guys. That's why it's an evolutionary advantage to humans that we get fevers.
But for pregnant
But a
women,
really high fever,
for
you have to
pregnant women, that could cause birth defects.
Correct.
Well, high-grade fevers would. I'm talking about a 99.5-degree fever.
Got it.
You should be thinking twice about taking it, or
Well, I
at
don't
least
think a
talk to
doctor's
somebody
gonna
about
prescribe
it. This
Tylenol for
is a
99,
desire to
like-
just. Look, you make a decision every day when you're pregnant that could affect your child, and we don't want to add more stress to that. But we also don't want to allow this to go untalked about. So high fevers, for sure, not only talk to your doctor, but no one's arguing that point about using acetaminophen. It's a great antipyretic.
It's
But if
great
you've got
antipyretic.
smaller problems, these think twice before you.
No, shut up. Like, everybody should talk to their doctor about anything, and no politician should ever be giving medical advice. This is
Okay, so I
crazy.
just posted it. So now we're gonna be able to do this. Watch. Hold on.
Oh, the one that you were talking about.
I got sneaky with it.
Well, while you're doing that,
It's right here.
I
I'm
just
pulling
want
it
to bring up that I think maybe the reason he did the backpedal thing was there's been a lot of people pointing out that his herb company that he
Yes.
no way Acorn
Luke,
sells the supposed
Leucovorin.
autism cure shit.
Leucovorin. It's a prescription medication. It's not. I don't know what he's selling. Like, the actual Leucovorin is it's a prescription medication. So I'm not sure what he's got there, but
Yeah. Okay, we'll switch back to Amy real quick. Boom.
okay,
How you
ready?
doing, Manny?
The FDA will be notifying physicians at the first, effective immediately. The FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of well, let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen.
Watch his face.
Is that okay? Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol, during pregnancy can be associated with a very increased risk of autism.
Very increased.
So taking Tylenol
How bad this was.
is
Watch his
not
face.
good. All right, I'll say it. It's not good.
It's so funny. Oh, I'm dying. Like, like, and the caption says, "When you wing the presentation without doing a lick of research." It's so great.
It's so accurate, though.
It's so accurate.
So
He did
after,
he did a follow up on it too, but we'll skip it. But it's really the best part of the thing, and now you don't have to play the press conference.
Yeah, exactly. So then afterwards, you know, because all the doctors were coming out and pretty much pointing out that, like, look, if it's doctor prescribed, it's fine if you take it in moderation. So they went out scouring the social media webs for fucking and found this Tylenol post. And of course, all of them are down here like, oh my God, Tylenol says that they don't recommend it.
Why would Tylenol, the company, or the I guess at that time it was Johnson & Johnson, but why would they tell people to take Tylenol while they're not doctors? Like, anything that you take when you're pregnant, like, that comes from your doctor.
Yeah, it says it on the label.
We don't recommend it.
Please consult your doctor.
Right. Of course. Why would they take that on and say, yeah, we totally recommend it. Take it while you're pregnant. Like,
yeah, it's up to your doctor, not to, like, politicians.
Oh, it's just so crazy.
So it doesn't get better from there, by the way. So I don't know if you
what
guys
do they have
saw
to say about the fact that autism was a thing before Tylenol was a thing?
Yeah, nothing.
The anti-vaxxers and all of them don't get to that very often at all.
Okay,
because, I mean, does autism cause Tylenol?
You can't. You can't try facts, dude. It doesn't work.
But earlier we had. Now this is from a deleted post on True
the
Social.
MedBed thing, like,
yes,
citizen to full health and strength.
This is AI generated. To be clear,
in American healthcare.
Of course it is.
In this first phase, only a limited number of MedBed cards will be released.
It's so dumb. Like.
Well, let's talk about how dangerous it is. Let's talk about how dangerous it is for the president of the United States to truth out a completely false, fake medical anything.
And this is stuff that I bet he legitimately believes in, or I know some of the nutters.
No, I doubt
it.
And
so it's like, get ready
it.
for the next 4 years, guys, because it's going to be record lows in medical care stocks. Better catch the dip now. You're going to have one for the next 4 years while they push all of this, like, fucking crap.
I mean, he probably thought it was real, to tell you the truth, which is
that could be it too.
Which is really weird because it's like him in an interview about it.
Like, you would think you would know if he had or had
He's
not.
like, oh, I forgot that appearance on Fox News.
So, new study out that a third of the U.S. economy, a third of this U.S. states are already in what
grab a drink. I'll be right back.
People generally consider recession territory. I can't imagine why that might be. Great segue time for us to start talking about all the new tariff stuff. The one of the things that people forget about tariffs is they're not like one-way streets. So this is Don Bacon talking about how a bunch of companies have left for Europe because a lot of those jobs were when you had opener markets, not these high ridiculous tariffs. You could build stuff in the U.S. and then ship it somewhere. But now it makes more sense to build the factory elsewhere and take those jobs away. So instead of it being built in America, it's now being built in Europe. Congratulations, you played yourself. But the real big topic that's been the barn burner of this past week has been the soybean problem. This has been like, this article here is from September 23rd, and they've been talking about it much longer. But it first started with that Brazil is now giving more imports to China as far as soybeans, whereas the U.S. isn't,
Argentina.
Well, it says Brazil in this article, but South America in general, probably.
Where's the? The newest thing that just hit was the since hedge fund buddy is deeply invested in. I want to say Argentina, but I mean, like, we can fact check that. But and he asked him to basically bail out Argentina with like $20 billion.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that too.
And then Argentina went, and then China is not buying any of the U.S. soybeans, and they went through Argentina, and Argentina sold it to them after we just gave them a $20 billion bailout.
Awesome. We'll get to that part. The next step was, after this news came out, to be like, well, let's bail out the farmers.
Alongside, of course, the president's effort to realign America around American products and making all of these new deals, we are at a point where we're looking at the harvest, where we're looking at our soybean, corn, wheat, sorghum, cotton farmers who are facing very, very difficult times. We are currently in conversations here at the White House, across the government, on a farmer aid package. In our current programming right now, we've got about $13 billion moving out under ECAP, which is our old farmer payment system based on losses from last year and the year before. So this would be in addition to that, in partnership with our colleagues on the Hill. We should have an announcement very soon.
Yeah, so they went ahead and started talking about that. I don't think anything has materialized as of yet that I'm aware of, though. That's still being voted on in Congress. So the next step, obviously, since that was slowly plodding through government, you know what the next step is usually after. Oh shit. Well, my browser decided to lock up. Awesome. Hopefully things don't crash immediately.
I
now.
posted a chart of because
it's up there that I'm about to get to, but I have to also get a browser that's not broken. There we go.
After Basant went on CNBC and they were
speaking of that, it's always the government policy. It's always the government policy under Trump. When you have failed policy, you just start fucking lying.
That's right.
Joe, to go back on the ag purchases, and President Trump's Phase 1 trade deal that was signed in January 2020, there were over 50 billion of ag purchases. The Chinese
and there also was the retaliatory tariffs, Mr. Basant.
2020, and then under President Biden, their feet were not held to the fire for these ag purchases. And at the meeting in Geneva, when I asked them, why didn't you continue buying soybeans and the other products, they had one word. Guess what it was? Biden.
I think this is the blows you were talking about, Amy.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't understand Chinese and he mistook tariffs for Biden.
Biden. I don't know if those sound similar in Mandarin. Maybe someone can help us out with that, but that chart seems to spell out pretty clearly what the situation is there. But,
indeed.
You know what? We're not done with the tariff celebration. From last week. So 100% tariffs on all foreign pharmaceuticals, 50% tariffs on kitchen cabinets, 50% tariffs on bathroom vanities. Hope you're not building a house. Upholstered furniture.
Anyone building a house.
Start
Upholstered furniture.
This is what I was just talking about.
Heavy trucks. We also got. Oops, that's not what I wanted. We also got a 100% tariff on any movie made outside the United States. I don't know how you determine that one, since a lot of movies are shot outside the United States. So you know how that is. I think I saw someone, that the Texas.
How are they stealing the movie making business? Like, what? What does that mean? What does that even mean?
I don't try to derive understanding from his tweets.
I mean, tons of movies are made outside of the U.S. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Also, I don't know. Do you know that Texas flag from the Texas-Mexican War, Amy, that says "Come and take it" and it has the cannon on it?
Yeah.
Someone did that, except they put what is it? My Neighbor Totoro on there.
I don't know what that means.
Instead of the cannon, it's a Studio Ghibli movie.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what that means.
So basically, come and take my foreign films.
Okay. I mean, like, what a weird thing to even focus on. Like,
anything to take attention away from the obvious bad.
Is this bearish for AMC? Or
I mean, yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe they'll start distributing something other than Taylor Swift shit.
Like, does this mean anything? I don't understand.
You know, like taking attention away from stuff like this, like I don't know, that grocery prices are surging.
I mean,
that
ridiculous.
cost of goods is getting more expensive, and
Yeah.
of course you can see the effects in the economy because, again, as we've been talking about, oil just absolutely collapsed on Friday. Or not Friday. That was a Friday last week. Maybe it was the 30th.
I mean, if you want to know
Thursday.
how the dollar's
Tuesday.
doing, the economy's doing, like, just look at the price of gold. Everyone is like fawning over the price of gold. Like, the price of gold skyrocketing like this means
Bad.
that the dollar is weak.
Well, here's the thing. Like,
Or
it's
at least
a little bit more
it
complicated.
is
but-
perceived as weak.
Or
Sorry, I should have
it's more
worded that
like,
differently.
or it's more like gold is being used as a like, we don't trust what's going on in the U.S. right
Right.
now.
That's what
And you can see that in the dollar. Now, a lot of this is the dollar has been kind of overpriced because anything over 100 is usually monetary
Running hot.
tension. There's monetary problems in the system, and it's kind of bled back down. But at the same time, that is also kind of a signal that there's weakening confidence and possibly weakening economic conditions. So, I mean, I don't want to overstate this chart of, like, everyone's been making this big hubbub about, oh, the dollar's down 11% this year. And it's like, yeah, that's a problem. And it's definitely related to people's concerns about current U.S. global policy. But at the same time, also, it was trading at highs at 114 and 112. That's not on if you look at DXY. So that's also not a good extreme. So, I mean, take from that what you will.
That's how you get rid of inflation with inflation.
Get rid of. Speaking of which,
fire with fire.
We've got. I've been keeping up to date with the Lisa Cook thing, as we have been, but a lot of what's been before the Supreme Court is rehashing of shit we've already read on this channel. So I will not bore you with that again. However, we did get a lot of amicus briefs. I would recommend the one where all the living former Federal Reserve chairs heads wrote an amicus brief saying, "Don't fucking do this."
Yeah, don't mess with the Fed.
Including some Treasury secretaries in there too. That was the one from the 25th.
Look, I think pressing it off to January is a signal to them. Just like the reason that little blurb popped up in Wilcox v. Trump about how it's a quasi-private, like, it's like, I feel like that was also a message to Trump saying, you don't get to play this
you
game
can gut
here.
everything except this.
Yeah, you don't get to play this game here. Like, I feel like that was the shot across the bow, and they already gave it to him, and he's trying it anyway. And they're like,
well, because they've given him everything else, so why not?
Look, I was prepared to lose all hope if they bowed down to him. So I appreciate that they didn't.
Also, we got fish sticks.
No, my
like,
fucking God.
I'm beginning to wonder. Like, we talked about during the
This is the only
brain-
thing that he even has to keep him relevant.
Well, yeah, because he's already had flash across Bloomberg terminals everywhere that he admitted that he basically lied about his credentials and stole confidential trading data
Intellectual
from his
property.
previous employer.
Yep.
So,
way to go, buddy.
So
what a mensch.
Amazing.
He has the absolute fucking gall to talk about somebody's professional integrity
while being a complete fraud himself, confirmed and admitted.
I mean, good Lord.
Even more so, though, you'd think, I get what you're saying, Amy, that it's probably the only thing keeping him relevant, but he still does get these gigs on Fox News and Fox Business somehow. Kind of like someone else we know. And that someone else we know from a previous lawsuit that he likes hiring people to do ancillary litigations on his behalf that he pays for to do things that he wants. And I'm just, after he filed an amicus in the DC court, then in the DC appellate court, and now before the Supreme Court, I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying it's looking kind of familiar, if you know what I mean. But.
And not the least bit surprising.
Yeah. We also have like this came like right in the middle of all of this. So I'm just sitting here kind of like just more ammunition about what this is really about. Speaking of that someone we know, though, he had a recent interview that he did.
Oh, and these charts aren't even right. Like these charts, like he took the smallest little parts of the chart, because when you zoom out on these, on his little
oh my God. Yes.
visual aids here, it's a very, very different story.
Secretary Lutnick, Secretary Besson, and I are working on some options. Ultimately, it will be up to the president. You may remember that the president turned down an offer to basically have the company sold for $100+ billion. Today, I believe that valuation's 500 to 700 billion, maybe even eventually up towards $1 trillion. So President Trump made the right decision in the first term to say no, thank you. I think it will be very oversubscribed if and when the president decides to do something. It'll be the biggest IPO in history. And Secretary Besson is right. We want interest rates to come down. You know, since the president has come into office, he's lowered.
Like, what a lame, like, is somebody like under him, like handing him those?
No, he has it probably under there, and he's got like this green
Yeah,
screen.
and he probably just flips it over on the other side. What? I mean, so embarrassing. But go ahead. Look at the smallest little moment of chart that he shows. Like, that's pathetic.
We'll get to that chart, though, here in a bit, too.
Mortgage rates. You can see, you know, when he started out, it's already down. And then on top of that, Maria, refinancings are through the roof.
So someone has to be handing them to him. Because, oh my God, what
he just like flips it over.
Quickly.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Sitting at a table on the lawn of somewhere. I don't know
think
what.
He either flipped it over or someone is just like standing there
handing him shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, like what a sad little man. What a sad, sad little man.
So President Trump has really been able to get this housing market off of the ground, which it was basically dead.
No,
Biden had killed the housing market, and slowly but surely we're resuscitating it. And I'm very confident that we're going to get
dead about the housing market. Maybe I'm a little confused here, but last time I checked, it's been overheated to say the least.
Yeah.
He also had this wonderful post here that mortgage rates hit a 3-year low. We want to double check on those. I'm sorry. I'm going to back this up because I thought I was still up. Yeah. Mortgage rates hit a 3-year low, and we want to fact check that maybe because year over year, the 30-year fixed mortgage is actually up. Now, 20 basis points isn't a whole lot, but it isn't a small number to say the least.
And it literally dropped for like a couple hours on the day of that
interview.
No, of the FOMC. And then by the next day, like that's when, like the market is like, no.
Yeah. We also have different.
And I don't think the 1.6 million.
Wait,
I think the 1.6 million is
that the full chart. Go to
here, I can show you
St. Louis Fed. Yeah.
Yeah, here I can show you. Hold on.
And look at the 30-year fixed rate mortgage average, and then do
Jim Bianco tweeted out.
Do like a 1 year even or a 5 year.
I'm gonna pull it up for you. So he
do a 5 year.
1 second. So he did a good thread on this. Here, let me share this. 1 sec. Screen share. Jim Bianco.
Ooh. Oh no! Why'd you do that? There you go.
What's that? So
it just threw me up there. I don't know why.
Okay. So these are the charts that he was holding up, right? Saying that the mortgage rate, blah, blah, blah. So he said, some perspective, the red box is the chart above. So
exactly.
That's the mortgage rate one. So he said, he also posted this yesterday. It is not 1.6 million applications. The index reflects a change in refinance applications, not approvals, relative to a base of 316.90 equals 100. It means there were 16.1x more refinance applications than on 316.90.
Oh, wait, so were these originally posted by
the
Trump,
absolute amount is not provided. So no, Pulte held them up on, here's the second chart that he held up right there with the increase. Look at the chart he went all the way back to 2005. But no, Pulte held him up on that Fox.
Oh, and then
interview.
he screen capped him, and then
Trump posted
which
the
still
motion.
makes it seem like it's hard to tell with the like sort of like human centipede that they are on social media. Who generated what? Was it Trump telling him to go on Fox News and do those so he could reshare them, or was it he just happened to see them and decided to reshare them? And
somebody smarter than Plute showed him and gave him exactly.
I mean,
what to
that's
say.
pretty fair.
But
He's
yeah,
been proven to not be that bright.
His truth, or his bleat, came after Pulte pulled up his science project on Fox News.
Yay.
Science project.
Look at my graphs.
So like they've been shouting all this time
hardboard
about how evil the current interest rates are, but like last August, apparently house sales went up and was it above the projected amount? Let me see here. Yeah. By about, only 6,000. Wait, no, it's 80,000. Estimate was previous. So yeah, actually it was
that's also
August.
August.
A bit more,
so I mean, the summer
200,000 almost.
So these are August numbers. Like the summer months are always higher because people don't want to change schools or whatever. So
it's just easier to move when it's not.
Home sales are going to be higher in the summer months.
Okay. I'm sorry. Brief intermission. I just got sent this. I
know who sent it to you.
I couldn't help it. But anyway.
Oh, you've not seen that yet?
No, I haven't
seen that. That's funny.
Vinny made it. Yeah.
All right, back to serious.
Vinny's the goat.
Oh my goodness.
But anyway, so yeah, that's the summer months they're going to be higher.
Yeah. We'll see what it looks like in September when that comes. That should be coming soon. TM. There was something else here. Oh yeah. This one, I wanted your comment on this, Amy, when I saw this article that there are a bunch of millennials and Gen Zers going out and getting arms and refinancing. And the article seems to suggest that might be bad. Because it sure sounds like they're front running what they assume will be Fed and therefore mortgage rate cuts. How do you think that's going to work out? I mean, we were talking a little bit about mortgage rates before the show, but why don't you give us maybe a little?
Well, I don't know what I mean. Like, I don't know that you can really comment on, what's the like how many are going to do it responsibly and how many are gonna fuck around and find out, that's a hard determination.
Tariffs make inflation worse and
Chris,
the rates
an ARM is an adjustable rate mortgage.
Yes.
Chris was asking.
Yes.
Yep.
That means that as the rates fluctuate, your interest rates will fluctuate.
So that's what caused the whole disaster. Well, part of the reason that caused
basically
the disaster
they're betting that,
right?
Well, basically,
part of it was they locked him in at a really low rate that was really tempting.
No, it was interest rate only loans. So for the first 2 years, you only paid interest on the mortgage.
Oh yeah.
So after
you aren't even going to principal.
After the
does that exist still or not anymore?
I don't even know. I haven't looked in a long time, but I seriously doubt it. So there was 2 or 3 year interest only. So literally you're only paying the interest on your mortgage. And then at the end of that, surprise, it's your home mortgage payment. And that's where people either didn't understand what they were signing or they took on more than they could
afford.
Right.
Because
so
they saw the amount for that brief period. They were only paying interest and no principal.
Right. Basically, so what these people are doing is they're betting that the interest rates aren't going to go any higher. Right.
Which,
so if they get it now, then they believe it is the worst that it is going to be.
Yeah.
And then probably betting that they'll refinance if the mortgage rates go down. But again, that's, it's impossible to know how many are going to play it right and do it the right way. And that's impossible to know.
Yeah.
I get the logic, but I can't make any determination on that.
Right. This one was interesting, an interesting chart. Like, usually you see that curve that you've seen. Like sometimes it's later in the year, sometimes it's kind of in the middle of the year, but like kind of a flat, not really doing anything home inventory. It's not getting bigger, but it's also not getting smaller either. For like the past 3 months, it looks like.
I mean, I think it could be a legitimate concern because tariffs will make inflation go up. And I mean, the Fed is supposed to pay attention to inflation and employment, right? Well, price stability.
Yeah, I mean,
and
I think
employment.
that's really going to be, it's determinant on inflation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the only tool that the Federal Reserve has to control inflation is the short-term rates. So, like, if inflation goes bonkers, like, I mean, we made it to like 9% last time. So if for some reason inflation goes absolutely bonkers,
and that reason would be tariffs.
I mean,
then yeah, it could be a concern.
But also, I think
mortgage the fallout of that just remains to be seen because right now I don't think there's really a good way to get a grasp on the impacts of tariffs because, like, I know small business owners are absorbing costs and middlemen are absorbing the costs, and we haven't really seen the full impact of it. So I don't even know that there's a way to gauge it at this point.
Well, and I think this question is a good one because, like, we also have to not only understand mortgage rates as being, like
no, Chris,
Fed rates are the
we're definitely not past it. I mean, he's coming up with new tariffs like every week. Like he just came out of nowhere and was like, "Oh, bathroom fixtures and cabinets."
Yeah, and so it keeps changing, and also, like people like Apple, for example, took a big ass 757 or something over to China and India, and
yep.
Stocked up on it, stocked up on everything before the tariffs.
Those will run out at some point.
So yeah. So no, I don't think we're anywhere
near
close.
Like we also have to understand that mortgage rates are their own function. Like yes, it Fed like the rates for your, it's why it's called the risk-free rate. Regular like 10 to 30 year is going to do it.
Up independent of
the
what
risk of housing in general, so they can move independently, and that's one of the things you have to be careful when you're talking about ARMs. Is that sure the Fed could cut rates, but mortgages could like just stay put like they have been doing.
Yeah,
they could not move, or they could go up. It really depends.
Yeah,
like it's a risk that you have to like Amy said, be smart about calculating, and don't be an idiot. But
that's the best advice there ever was.
So we've talked about this before, and I think, or at least I've talked about it on Twitter. So this whole idea of the president wanting to end all capital gains tax.
There already is there is none for 500K or under.
Right, which means you have to be richy rich to like even be affected by this. This is like not even first world problems. This is 1%.
On home sales, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. This is like.
So you said there's no capital gains on 500K or under? I didn't know that.
Yeah, in the first 500K or not, you don't have capital gains tax.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so you're only taxed on what's above 500K.
So yeah, like this is like rich people problems. 100%. We've got a few more things, but
I don't know. I mean, the median house home price is $449,000.
Oh, so it's on the house, not how much you make from the sale. Like capital gains would be a difference between the price you bought it for and the sale.
Right, on the profit. Profit that you make.
So it would have to be over 500K profit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, maybe we should look that up because I actually don't know the answer to that. I don't know what the. Because now I'm curious.
So eliminate it completely is what he's trying to say on home sales?
Correct.
Yeah, it's the profit that you make from selling your home.
Did BlackRock ask him to
So yeah, you would be
maybe
So it's on the profit. It's the profit. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're profiting more than 500K,
yeah, so still same thing, like not for the poor.
But I mean, if somebody has like, a paid off mortgage or something like that, like, but the median home sale is, I mean, homes is what is it, like 440K?
I guess.
Anyway, so
but yes, it's somebody with a shit ton of equity or somebody who paid cash or, whatever. Yeah, rich people, sure. 250K single, 500K married couple on the gangs. There you go.
Which makes sense. If it's two people, then you should be able to combine them. So our big thing that we want to talk about, that was from this week, and it came swinging in like a fucking wrecking ball into some people's lives.
Pat, do you have the space? At least the beginning of it when it came in?
I wish.
Well, I meant just to the point when he came in and like what he said in the beginning before.
I had been asking about that and hoping and praying, but no charges. Cool.
So my recording doesn't have what I was saying. It just has what everybody else was saying.
It's not the part when he very first came in and he was like, I didn't do anything.
Well, there is some of that. But it's on my phone, so it wouldn't like sound good on the microphone. Basically, he came into a space and was like, I didn't do anything wrong. We never owned more than 5%. To
clarify, Zach Morris came into Ocelot's space about this ruling, which is the Fifth Circuit doing what we expected they would do 3 weeks ago after we went over.
I mean, I can tell just from the way the judge was talking
that this was going to get overturned and remanded.
Mm-hmm.
So, case back on for the Atlas Trading.
If you listen to the oral arguments, like it was very clear
what
that the judge was like, "Wait a minute."
Mm-hmm.
Somebody pled guilty.
But yes, do continue, Platinum. I just want to get people up to speed on what was going on here.
Oh yeah. No, he was just saying that they're going to take it to the Supreme Court.
Okay. Yeah. Can we pause there for a second? Let me just talk about how before this oral arguments, we were talking about COSISIS, which was the one that they were hanging their hat on, that this was going to save them. It was the same fact pattern. I'd say even a better fact pattern than theirs. It was a guy who fudged around and said he was going to do something in a contract and then sort of did it and told a white lie that he did. He more or less complied but didn't actually do what the contract told him to. He was told to get these people who are disadvantaged, I think disadvantaged workers or some business that hired disadvantaged people that were, and it was in the contract to hire these people and make them part of it. And he hired the company, but they didn't do any actual work. And so the Supreme Court ruled 9-0 that that's wire fraud. That's fraud. You lied about what you were doing and you were in your contract. And it doesn't matter that, there was no actual harm. Like they got the construction that they wanted to. You stole their property though, because they wouldn't have given you that money if they had known that you weren't going to do that thing. So you deprived them of a property interest, their money. Same situation here, except we have texts of you saying we're out here stealing from fucking morons.
Yeah, they did bring up the idiot thing a couple times. They were like, I'm not trying to be what do you say, whatever he said, sarcastic or something like that. He's like, that is what he said, idiots. It wasn't about falsely inducing people into doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't really matter if they were giving him their money directly or even losing money. Correct. That didn't even matter either.
It doesn't matter if they were reimbursed or if they got, the bargain. If they were led astray or falsely induced to give up their property or a property, cash or a traditional property interest. So cash or property. It doesn't matter that they were given something in kind or they got the bargain. If you lied to induce them into it, still wire fraud, still fraud.
Right.
You mean like
9-0
running
Supreme
trades?
Court ruling, and you want to go and say you're going to take your case to the Supreme Court? Good luck getting certiorari out of the Supreme Court. They'll tell you we already ruled on this. Piss off.
Well, and that's what, like, that's the fatal flaw, right? Like, the fatal flaw was then hinging this whole thing on COSISAS, and then COSISAS going the wrong way for them.
Yeah.
So
he said that. He said that they didn't do anything wrong. That I actually asked him about, because I've been like dying to know, because I've kind of thought in the back of my head that maybe, you know, they were part of the like stock support consultants or whatever, right? For Torchlight, because Torch was mentioned in the thing. So I asked him if he knew George Palacaris or John Berta, and he was like, I have no idea who that is. And then he said that. Well, maybe he didn't. He also wasn't in, like, he wasn't in particular. Like, that's another thing, right? So they have 8 defendants, but yet not everyone was involved with everything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But again, it was I was saying this the other night, like, it was the core group of them that took positions before they were announced, right?
Some of them, but not all of them for everything.
Well, right. But what I'm saying is, like, the ones, it's, I mean, I don't think it's like the same for everyone across the board. I'm just saying.
But there are
that, like,
15 charges for all of them, right?
Right.
Like one for each stock, 15 stocks.
Well, the ones that I'm sure that the ones that they bought and sold. If they didn't buy and sell them, I don't see how they're charging them for them.
Well, that's what I'm like. Torch is in there, and not everybody was involved with that, right? So he was just like.
But we don't know that, do we?
Well, according to their complaint, he wasn't. You know what I mean? They mentioned certain people involved. The one, Zach Morris.
Oh, like the ones that I was sending you with them talking to each other or talking about it?
Right, for Torchlight, exactly.
Right, but they have their financial stuff. So, like, if they'll go through that and see who bought what.
Yeah, who has what, right, exactly. And then what else? Oh, yeah, so he said he didn't know who George or John was. And he also said that they never took deals from CEOs or anything. But then other people said that like a CEO did go on the news or whatever.
I was telling you that.
Yeah, okay.
CNBC, for the CEO for AHT. Oh my God, my computer, sorry. My laptop thing keeps falling. Sorry. But yes, it's the stock for AHT.
Okay, so the next time we talk to him, CNBC. We'll ask him about that, because I didn't know that.
Raccoon chases him off.
Yeah. What else?
I have this like acrylic thing that my laptop sits on, and it just like it keeps like collapsing underneath my laptop. But go ahead. Yeah, that's the stock. So, you can probably find it if you just pull up like AHT CEO on CNBC. He literally says his name flat out. Well, he says Zach Morris.
Wait, did he call him Zach Morris?
He called him Zach Morris, yeah.
Okay, another thing that's interesting actually is, like, why the hell would Twitter verify his account? Like, this was 2020, back when blue check marks were a thing, and you know, you had to be verified. Like, why were they all there? Like, why would somebody who has an account that says Zach Morris with like the guy from Saved by the Bell on there?
I think that might go back to the days of when you could pay for verification, like pay large sums and get the blue check,
like to Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that should be looked into a little bit, because that may have given him like more, like, why would anyone like trust these dude bros is like what I was wondering. Like, I mean, like, the very first paragraph of the thing is like talking about, like, I have the superseding indictment here, and they're talking about engaged in a scheme to pump and dump based on false blah blah blah. To carry the scheme out, they did this. But then it also says like to secure a profit, in that they were like flaunting their profits.
Right.
They frequently posted on Twitter the profits of their trading activities. Like, how do you get a profit if you're not selling? Do people not expect them to sell anything? I don't.
Well,
and then there's also like I feel like the securities laws aren't caught up to social media right now. And,
that's right.
You know what I mean? And so it's like there is no requirement to post your sells right now. So I don't know. It's just like, it's very interesting.
I think it probably comes down to like, you know, I don't know if this is going to be like the precedent or like how they determine it. But, you know, if you're the question's going to be lingering of like, if you're telling people when to buy, why aren't you telling them when to sell?
There's no requirement to.
There's no requirement. Yeah, but there's nothing. You told them to buy it.
So, you know what I
That's
mean?
gonna be
Like,
the question. That's going to be the question, though. That's
Well,
gonna be the question.
and it shouldn't be just like it wasn't that they told them. It was like the obvious intent from the information the government's provided that they clearly had a motive in mind of telling people lies. It's not that they,
well, that's
it's
the other
not just
thing
that
is
they bought. It's that
like
they
what exactly
bought.
are the lies, right? Because like,
Mhm.
so did you guys know that the lawyer who was in the oral arguments for them is Andrew Left's lawyer?
Yes, I knew that.
Okay, because that's also very interesting too, right? Because that's another like kind of interesting case. But like
It
with
makes
that
sense
one,
considering both claims are kind of the same.
it's very similar. But one of the biggest differences, in my opinion, is that Andrew Left like would be more, I guess, like trustworthy or whatever. And then he also said that like he wasn't getting paid by anyone, blah blah blah, but he actually literally was getting paid and like hiding those payments and then creating like, these like anonymous websites that he was a part of and also putting out, information that way, blah blah blah. So that's like a little different. These people so one of the exhibits is for one of the stocks. Like they don't have all the stocks yet. They just have like the last stock that they, pumped and dumped or whatever. And you can see they have everything listed. They have all the messages. They have all the like Twitter posts, Discord posts, and all their sells and all their buys. And then they put what they consider like false information. And like the stuff that they are considering, hold on, because I have it here.
This is on DATS, right?
DATS, right? Yeah, because that's the only one that they actually published, right? Where did I put it? Let me pull it up really quick. Have you looked at any of the exhibits, Gorax?
Not as of late, no. So go right ahead.
Okay, yeah, because I like didn't really follow this very much. Like I kind of just screenshotted all the torch stuff, and then like that was kind of it.
Well, because that was what was kind of relevant to us.
Yeah, and then I was just like, whatever. Let me grab exhibit. Okay. So I'll show you what this is. Let me share my screen. Come on.
We believe in you. Come on. There.
Being very slow.
Why does it keep doing that? There we go.
All right, let me open this. Okay, so we have like the first thing they have is where am I here? All defendants, right? So their tweets, their texts, their sells, their buys, and this is just for DATS. Now here's the thing, like they're not being like, oh, this is like a shell company, piece of shit, whatever. We're just gonna like pump it or whatever. This is some like messaging app, and they were actually using it to pump the stock.
They tried to use it.
Right. And well, they had like a room full of like 500 people or whatever in this like DATS stock. But then hold on, let me go on the bottom here. They only separated out Zach Morris's stuff from all defendants. So let me show you that, just his stuff. So see, this is like where they're actually using it. Like this is the actual app that they're using here. And the way they have this color coded is all the white stuff is like stuff that when they talked about DATS, and then in yellow,
115 pages of like this. Right. This is serious stuff. This is a criminal indictment.
Yeah, and this is just for one of the stocks. And then they put in yellow what they consider lies. So, like for example, this. Where early and shorts are trying hard. We'll squeeze that seeking alpha hoe. He's short. See you over 30 bitches.
So you're giving unrealistic price targets. And what was, I guess, does it say what the stock was trading at that point? Was it like $1?
It doesn't say at that point. So this is September 24th. All right. He started buying in August and then this is like another one. I want $30 with all upcoming catalysts. Believe DATS 30 plus. Download the app and try it for yourself. And then he posted.
Now you have to look at like when he was posting this and if he was selling.
You can. It's all together.
Right.
There's no sales yet. Not until
Okay.
October 13th, I want to say. But hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So then these are all Twitter posts. They have it in order. These are more Twitter posts. So he has at this point, he has 500,000 shares, I want to say. He's been holding them since August. So this is September. Okay. That's $30, maybe 50 or 100. Apparently, that's a lie. That's $20. I guess that's a lie. I'm in DATS for 30 to 50. They consider that a lie. So then he buys more. Then I guess this is another lie. DATS has nothing to do with CEI. The scam paid room was grouping them together. We're going 10, 20, 30, maybe 50. Sick app and only 12 million float with lots of catalysts.
This was after everyone got severely burned on CEI.
So this is also, okay, 10/7, that's the day that MMTLP started trading too, side note.
So, okay. So
here's his first sell though. Listen, so here it is, 10/13, and then DATS, see you on Mars. This is a real catalyst though. They did a material agreement where Barstool Sports signed an agreement with them to do something or whatever, right? And then this is his first real sells. Is so right after this.
Selling on
10/13. Right. On a real in my opinion, it's a real catalyst. It's not like he's making this up. You know what I mean? It really came out. So then he sells a bunch, and he still has over here it tells you what he has left over, right? So he still has 45,000 shares after that. And after that he
had
goes
500,000 before that?
Right. He had, and then because then he started selling, and then you can see his profit here too. And then he makes a Twitter post right after that, literally 1 minute later. DATS, we're up 100% in 2 weeks. Pullback is expected.
Pullback is expected. All of it is him selling.
Well, maybe not all of it.
He sold 450,000 shares. Of course, it's him.
And then he treats himself to a Rolls Royce, same day.
Mm-hmm.
And then DATS, I'm holding shares long term. I could care less. If a short report comes out, I'll gobble the dip and F them, which I guess that was live. But then next day he buys a bunch again.
Because at this point it probably had dipped down so low.
Well, it's 980, right?
What did he sell it at?
What price he sold it at?
Yeah,
$16.
Yeah.
Because of the catalyst, though. It wasn't because of his false information. And there is no requirement to say, hey, I'm selling a bunch right now. So
but he's all the volume.
I mean, probably not all of it. You could look at the volume and it's probably not just that, if you looked. So then he buys a bunch more, a shitload more.
Jesus.
That much more. Apparently this is another. Let's do a short report at the bottom. LOL, idiots squeeze these hoes. That's another lie, I guess. Then he sells a few more. A bunch of more tweets. Then he buys some more. Look, see, so he's buying it.
We need to look at the amounts, but yeah. So he tweets out there. What does he say there? Hold on, go back to the tweet. What does he say in that tweet?
This is another one. This should be highlighted yellow. To me, this is a lie.
What does it say?
We're not going to let the shorts escape. Then he sells a bunch. Dude, you're literally letting the shorts escape.
We're not going to let the shorts escape, and then he gives them a door out the back.
So I understand why that's not highlighted yellow, right? I feel like that should be highlighted yellow, but whatever. Then he sells a bunch, right? Mm-hmm. Same day, though, he buys a bunch. 5 minutes after he sells a bunch, he's buying again. Okay. Buy. Sell, buy, sells a bunch.
This is all the same day.
Then he's losing money. Look, all these, he's losing money here. Wait.
Probably because at this point, shorts probably, because look, it became very known that when this dude talked about a stock and started tweeting about it, that's when you short. So it was probably that shorts probably moved in.
Yeah. So on the 18th, he is selling and losing money, right? So all these negatives are losing money. So then what if he lost money on the whole trade? Then would it not be manipulation? These are the questions that just come to my mind. What if he actually did lose money on the whole thing? Then would he be off the hook?
Trader? Where's it? Where's it?
Oh, in the end, he made money on. He made over $1
Go
million.
back to his original buy-in. What was his original buy-in cost basis?
In
like
August,
to the very beginning.
380.
Yeah.
But that's what he told his Discord. Like, I'm in at 380.
Right.
So he sells, loses a bunch, buys again, sells again. And then this is where he finally sold down to 0. Twitter DM, you holding large on dad still? No, LOL. Then he buys more, sells again, buys again, sells again. Like, I don't even know how anyone has.
What are the lies there?
This is different. This is Tom. This is somebody else. So that was the end of
Tommy
just
Superman.
his.
Right. Okay, so these were his last sells out of the position and then said, lol, I'm not in it anymore. Okay.
Exactly. Right. So I kind of want to see, I want to see this for all the stocks. You know what I mean?
I can see where you're making that argument where it's hard to tell if it's a lie or not because it sounds like the same stupid fucking Twitter bravado machismo.
Like, I've seen Kevin Malone is way worse, right? Like, he's a financial advisor.
He doesn't trade in millions of dollars. That's why
Zach
he's not
Morris
getting
also
caught.
had
What do you mean he's trading his own clients'
Terrible
money?
Trader made a video making fun of Zach for being a pumper, and Zach had it pinned to the top of his nest. Zach was blatantly on Twitter saying, yeah, I pump stocks, fuck you, SEC, posting about
I saw that.
Like, he was
right. Like, I'm not saying that he's probably innocent, but some of this stuff is also just
it's just something to think about, right? Because it's
I
very
think
interesting.
you have to break it. Like, I think they've clearly done the analysis on this, and I think it's just going to be like.
That's a good question because it's just
they had they subpoenaed their brokerage, their 1099.
Yeah, they have
which
all of
technically is what the blue sheet data
blue sheet, the blue sheets.
Yeah,
broker data.
Blue sheets.
They have all of their trading data. Yeah,
but of course,
which is how they found out that Zach was transferring money from his brokerage accounts to
other things,
buy properties, and that's why they're charging him with money laundering.
So, of course, as soon as this happens, you had Stock Sniper coming out and running his mouth.
Oh boy, yeah, that guy was.
And then backholder quotes got out there, and was making fun of his posts. I mean, I was too. We'll get to that later. I've got it.
Because Stock Sniper put out a bunch of posts if you want to do a husband with
I'm saying
I was gonna say he deleted them, I know. That's why I'm not showing it yet. I think Backholder grabbed him, which is why he got a rotten hell message.
No, I grabbed them.
I'm saying he got a hold of them.
No, but he retweeted them, and that's why they pulled it down and deleted it, though, which is why he got the message rotten hell. And I originally suggested that it should have been that he tells him, you first, but that's much better, I think. I was going to put 420 in your commissary account, not anymore. And then, of course, we got PJ saying influence isn't manipulation. Trading isn't fraud. Personal trading decision did not equal company facts. The Fifth Circuit did not find a pump and dump or decide any facts. Well, I mean, they did, just as the general term of the fraud. How they interpreted the fraud statutes, which means all of them. In the case, it was wire fraud, but all fraud statutes. You do not have to. You only have to deprive them of money. It doesn't matter if they get reimbursed. It doesn't matter if they get the stock they wanted. It doesn't matter if there's some in-kind payment. If you took a traditional property interest, i.e. someone's money in this case, and it was based on fraud, then get fucked. And of course, he goes and pulls this screen cap from a link to a SEC from investor.gov, which is an SEC site, basically saying that pump and
read the rest of it though
is false and misleading statements about the company. Once the stock has been pumped up, fraudsters move onto the second part, where they seek to profit by selling their market holdings of stock and dumping shares. These schemes often occurred on the internet, where it is common to see messages urging readers to buy the stock quickly. Often promoters who claim to have inside information or development will perform the stock after the fraudsters dump. And so he's saying that, well, we didn't say anything about the company that was misleading. Well, I also, if we're going to cherry pick screen cap shots here, Mr. Matlock? How about messages in chat rooms or bulletin board postings that urge you to buy a stock quickly or sell before the price goes down? Unsuspecting investors purchasing the stock in droves and pumping up the price. But when the fraudster behind the scheme sells their shares, and see, this does not rely on them saying anything about the company. They could be saying any sorts of lies. But what the SEC is saying, if you're promoting the stock and you're lying about what you're doing or misleading people into why they should be buying the stock, that's a pump and dump. Even more so when you get to the second screen cap. Let's see here. They include other pump and dump sellers. These false claims can also be made on social media, Facebook, Twitter, bulletin boards, or chat rooms. They often, promoters claim they have inside information about the independent development or to use other infallible systems that use a combination of economic and stock market data to pick stocks. High scam investor. Some purport to allow investors to capitalize on new technology, strike it rich in emerging economy, or market time their way to huge profits. That's all things that the SEC considers pump and dump tactics. So, like, clipping one little fucking screen cap and highlighting one little phrase in one sentence of a two paragraph blurb, sorry, ain't gonna work probably in federal court for you. Just saying. Anyway. Also, speaking of grifters of a feather flocking together, lest we forget, Pulte helping Zach promote his shitty meme coin. Fun times. However, not the only.
That's the other thing I want to ask him about.
They have a space call. I think I have
that whole thing. Like,
I think I have some of it.
Did you see the CoffeeZilla video about like all the like meme coins and how it was pretty much like that one dude scamming celebrities? Yeah. Like, I really want to know if he was a part of his whole meme coin too, and
I don't think
what
so.
happened there.
He was doing his own, like in the recent, like he just had like not too long ago, he had that racist coin. Like he had, like he's done a couple of the like meme coin things.
Right, but usually it's like a crypto bro reaching out to you and being like, "Hey man, like like we can help you out and blah blah blah." You know what I mean? And like these people are, it's just scams all around. Scams, scamming, scammers.
But I mean, Zach Morris was. I mean, Pulte did a space with Jason Derulo, and he was
like
that.
he was like one of these like rehab your shit coin.
I think it came from like Andrew Tate actually, because he was doing Andrew Tate too. He was like he did Iggy Azalea's mother.
Yeah, the scammy guy, right?
Yeah, and he like no, I'm saying Pulte did like several of them. Like he was just collecting followers
because Jason Derulo got scammed by the dude.
Yes, and then he tried to scam. Well, I guess he did essentially scam the person back, but then it was like then he had like the coin and he was trying to make it like something.
Yeah.
All right. So before we get to our meme stocks, that'll be the rest of tonight. We had one last person that Ty Lopez getting clapped by the SEC. There's a great video that CoffeeZilla did. Guess who he decided to hook up with for a podcast on his YouTube channel? guess. You really have no idea? No idea?
I don't know.
Board.
Who is that? I can't see.
Trevor Milton.
Oh yeah.
Of course, when you know you're about to get fucked by the government, who's the first person you go to? You go to Trevor Milton for his. Can I get that sweet deal too? Except this is the SEC. There's no pardon.
When Zach came into that space, he was like,
"I'm
a Trump supporter," and that stock sniper guy was saying the same thing. It was like, bro,
I see what you're doing.
Like I was asking you, like, this case got dismissed under the Biden DOJ. PS, okay? Like, now it's the Trump DOJ, and that's who is bringing this back. So I don't think that defense is going to hold up, right? Oh, they're coming after me because I'm a Trump supporter. Yeah, well, it's Trump's DOJ, sir.
Yeah, it's also funny how, like, we'll get to some of these grifters who magically find religion. It's funny how some of these grifters also magically become Trump fans right about the time they're about to get clapped. But with this one was an interesting one. There's nothing new besides the complaint that's developed. I'll maybe do an extra where I'll go over it. But basically, if you listen to the CoffeeZilla video about it, he has it on Voidzilla and kind of goes over the scam where, you know, generally people like Ty Lopez don't get caught for the shitty, you know, advice coaching shit, even though everyone and their mother knows that they're full of shit. But it's when you get into the world of, like, I think he basically created like this finance kind of thing that you could invest in that would buy these distressed companies. And so he started making false promises. And then
the Shitco Voltron.
Yeah, the literal Shitco Voltron. Because it had like what, Radio Shack? And
it was their Keiretsu that they really
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bunch of like bankrupt companies. I think he just bought their IPs, right?
Yes.
And he was like, we're going to put them online and they're going to somehow make money that way.
Yeah. This one was interesting because they waived service. So as soon as the news dropped, they appeared in court and were like, actually, we'll appear now. We're not going to wait for service to be delivered. So that was interesting, but nothing new so far yet as to that case. But that takes us from the land of news to the land of shitco's. And I think this one will be a great way to transfer between.
Is it breaking up or is it just me?
It just.
We're back now, I think. Yeah, I think there was a little bit of a hitch up there. So we go from our normal news to meme stock land. Now, this first one, I've got a great lead in for this. So speaking of lies and damned lies.
To restore America as the manufacturing superpower of the world. He has secured nearly $9 trillion in U.S. investment, nearly nine times more than Biden attracted in his entire 4-year term. And we expect that number to be upwards of $15 trillion very soon.
Sure. Cool story. But of course, we are talking about is
NPC
one of those companies was Intel. Here's the thing I have with Intel and why it is in our meme stock category. I think the deal between Intel and NVIDIA is legitimate, especially when you've got Jensen Huang up there saying we've been working on potentially, securing some sort of deal for like a year now. Okay. And they're talking about legitimate things that I personally am excited about being more widespread. Like in your phone, you've got a system on a chip. In Amy's Apple, she's got a system on a chip. The idea that they're getting ready to possibly do, servers in IT departments as SOCs and, consumer grade stuff like that I think is the future of where things are going. So hearing stuff like that, awesome, cool. It's the other stuff sort of around it that confuses me. So that and the SoftBank deal, I think are probably pretty legit. But I find it kind of weird that after this whole Trump deal thing, suddenly there were rumors about TSMC doing a deal with them. TSMC denied them. Then suddenly out of the great blue yonder, AMD suddenly wants to work with them and their fab for making chips. And then suddenly there's talks with Apple that are coming out. And I just can't help but feel that there's something fishy here. I can't put my finger yet on it, and I can't prove anything, but it just feels like Trump or someone in the administration has their greasy hands over making these companies suddenly care about Intel. Because
and that's why I bought some. Because it is a government pump. Okay. Well, listen, the government's going to pump it. I think it's disgusting that they're doing it, but it's going to make money. So who am I to say what's right or wrong?
It's not so much that like I'm morally objected I morally hate it.
I think
and
it's
that's why
terrible.
I sold. I sold because I'm afraid that like maybe we've hit the top and it's downhill from here.
No way. It's just getting started.
But
in my opinion.
But the big thing here is like,
did you not see the meme that he put out?
Yes, I did.
AI
it is
with the
literally in the
30%?
thumbnail for this video.
Okay.
So like prior to this, AMC, do you want to know? Oh, not AMC. We'll get there. Intel's biggest customer for their fabs. Who was the biggest customer for their fabs prior to and still currently Trump, investing in all of this?
Microsoft? I have no idea.
No, Intel. Their own fabs were making their own chips. That was their biggest customer. They had a few others, but their biggest customer was themselves. And everyone was steering clear. But now all of a sudden, like all these people want to now just magically they're less sus about Intel's I hope that they make it that their like fabs do work out, because I right now TSMC has a monopoly on that. But it would be nice that there's some more competition, and potentially if there's problems with Taiwan Semiconductor, that there's another fab company. Also, the whole fabbing chips has kind of got its own huge barrier to entry of the fact that, Intel isn't the only one that's built a fab in Arizona. TSMC has tried, and it's not going that well. Like, having a working fab that can consistently make high quality silicon chips is kind of its own barrier to entry, because you need to be so precise in how the entire manufacturing process works that it's crazy. So we'll see where this goes for Intel. There's things that I'm still bullish about. I'm just really skittish about where things go from here. But yeah, that's why it is currently in my meme stock category. I don't know if you saw this meme, this one here from Bucko Capital. I think that that pretty much
that's me.
Yeah.
But not retail, like the White House. Do you mean?
Yeah, that right out. Like I said, it's in the thumbnail. The one where he's in front of the monitors, the AI generated.
That's the one. And it says like up 30%. Yeah, that's the one where it's like, okay, that whatever else, that and whatever else they get into is going to go up, because like the way, in my opinion, it's working is, companies that will contribute to making Intel more money will probably have an easier time when it comes to tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is,
or if their fab comes up and works out, then you will just avoid the tariffs altogether by making them in the U.S. because they've got the factory in Arizona. They were and probably now are. They've got all this cash that they can finish doing the one in, I think it's Ohio, and then they have one planned in Germany. They may start that one back up again. Who knows? But whatever. Not the only Trump meme stock. Oh my goodness.
I have some of that too.
This is even worse than Intel. I would not begrudge you for holding on to Intel, because I think there's potential there. This is an absolute fucking shitco. I would like to the minute this deal from Trump goes away, run away, far away.
Well, it's already there. They confirmed it, I thought, last week.
Well, what I'm saying is if there's no more money coming further, because LAC, Lithium Americas Corp, is basically the Hycroft mines of lithium.
Yep. It was literally, what was it trading at? Like
$3
below $1, right? Or was it?
Yeah, when the rumor came out, it was $5.49, I think, and that's
and then it went up to $9 after it was
$5.49. No,
it was trading before that. It was trading at you see the chart here. It was trading.
I know when the rumor first came out.
No, I'm saying before the rumor came out.
Oh.
It was about $3, then it went up to $5, and then when the deal was confirmed, it went to $9.
Yeah.
This company has been known to be a shitco for a long time, and I know people just love short sellers so much, but this is basically the way it was described. It is the Hycroft mines of Lithium, because this is a company that their process is really expensive. For them to make money, lithium has to go to retarded numbers, just like Hycroft. For them to make money, gold has to go to retarded numbers. There's even questions about if their process of extracting lithium from clay deposits even fucking works. like the fact that Trump is flushing taxpayer money down the toilet on a fucking shitco.
Like penny stock shitcos, though. Because it was a penny stock before the rumor came out.
This is degenerate, fucking stupid.
It's shitco season.
Duh! But
it's true.
Can't miss.
Like, yeah, there's a lot of shitcos happening right now that have ridiculous market caps.
And you want to know how you know that everyone knows that the stock
Have you seen
is
those
overvalued?
screenshots of the Rigetti? Like, it's got like an $11 billion market cap, and they're like the pictures of their actual business.
Yeah, it's like share and tell vibes.
It's crazy.
So you know when you're probably near the top of what the stock should be trading at when the fucking CEO absolutely sells out 3,500. I don't know how many he had, but yeah.
Well, he's got $3.36 million of common stock. Yeah.
So, yeah. Just a brief aside before we move into our next phase here. We got a couple things dealing with Elon. You gotta love it when.
Did you see the video he posted of the Optimus robot learning Kung Fu?
Oh my God.
Learning.
And
you mean remote controlled.
There's a person behind them with a remote control, and they're like, he's just moving the crane.
Sure, bro. Cool story.
No, he's just moving the crane. Why is he needing to move with the robot?
So he's put on in your bio that you can put on Twitter, in his description, the link to vote for his $1 trillion compensation package.
That's why he bought shares and created a floor. He has no reason. He's getting voted, and like he's potentially could get $1 trillion fucking pay package of shares, and this dude's buying 2 million shares. Who do you think's going to have the biggest vote in that vote?
I know. And why does he keep paying himself in shares? So we did get an update in his SEC lawsuit for not disclosing in a timely manner his purchase of Twitter stock back in the day. So his motion to transfer venue, he tried in the first instance to transfer it to Texas, denied. Second instance, trying to send it to the Southern District of New York, denied. So we are staying in DC Circuit Court.
Oh boy.
We have also, it looks like, let's see here, minute order. The court orders plaintiffs to respond to defendant's motion 16 to strike or dismiss within 18 days. Okay, so we'll get a response to the motion to dismiss as well here soon. Because he filed for a motion to change venue and a motion to dismiss right at the same time, as also the SEC filed for summary judgment. So just like all the things all at once. But we'll be keeping an eye on that. You had alerted me to this one, Amy.
Yep.
So another meme stock that's highly tied to the government, Palantir. Apparently that the U.S. Army memo says that its communication systems are very high risk.
Not secure, meaning enemies can find them. There's all kinds of fun little nuggets in there.
And these are the people
but
that
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this what Elon implemented? Didn't he implement Palantir? And isn't Pulte trying to implement Palantir, or has he already?
And are these the people setting on a bunch of everyone's social security information as well?
Yeah, but I mean, now he wants. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was. I recall a picture of Pulte at something with Alex Karp and the and the whole implementation of Palantir into the Fannie and Freddie. Like, sounds great. Yeah. They have interwoven Palantir through
immediately, yeah.
very sensitive parts of Americans' data.
Yeah. Fun
That's super
times.
fun.
Yeah, I know, super great. I can't
I love
wait.
it. Yeah,
Can't
things
wait.
are great. Things
So
are
we're
great.
gonna move on to some more traditional meme stocks now. We're gonna bring on our GameStop expert. Last time we talked, there was the warrants discussion. Let's see here. What do I have queued up? I had to okay. I understand they don't know who this is, but when I saw this, I couldn't help but cringe, full body, that they were retweeting X Market News.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they pay that much attention.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's someone
To,
that was hired minimum wage to run the X account.
Well, clearly not, because they doxed Greg. So.
Yikes! What?
Not on purpose.
Oh.
Greg posted a picture from outside of GameStop and said, "Guess what I'm buying?"
Oh.
And they took that picture and then quote tweeted him with the address of the GameStop and the outside of it, and they were basically we know what that is, but in the corner was the address.
Oh no!
So
no!
Everybody was like, "Dude, did you just dox Greg?" But then Greg posted later and said, "I'm on vacation. If you can find me, I'll give you a Pokemon card."
Oh.
So maybe he was just there on vacation, or maybe he was just trying to be like, "Please don't dox me." I don't know.
Yeah.
Undetermined. But GameStop deleted that post. So
yeah.
And of course, in true psycho internet fashion, people were. What did you send me the post about somebody who
Oh yeah, they ended up deleting it because it was a reply.
Right, but wasn't it somebody who had zeroed in and with directions and stuff like that? Or no, am I making that up?
Well, not
I feel
the
I
post
saw something, but yeah, it was a whole big thing. But a bunch of the comments were like, "Why are you doxing Greg, man?"
Yeah.
They were just trying to be like, "We know what GameStop that is." I get it,
yeah.
But at the same time,
right.
Your people aren't the best.
So then we got a slew of AI generated slop.
Oh, for fuck's sake with this.
This one's particularly bad because they put the Bloomberg logo down here in the bottom, but you can tell that it's AI generated because of certain
Is this the one Tony replied to?
Is it?
And said there's no such thing as a warrants, please.
Right. I'm pretty sure it's probably the next one I've got here. I'm trying to find where was the giveaway here because I think there was something. There was one of the words that was misspelled, and it feels like it was, but maybe I'm wrong here. I remember saying it. Warrants trade openly to deliver the end and market therefore no ways.
Is it whatever this little thing is next to the ticker here?
Oh yeah,
the
Cash Imlu.
Yeah. Perfect.
There you go.
Well, there's
a bunch of things spelled wrong here.
Look how weird that the S is up there. But yeah, you can. Oh, look
at
the market. Look at this.
That S.
Their market MAR.
For some reason, the font changes here.
Look right here. Their THERE market MAR.
It's a C.
CT. They are market makers into two bad choices.
Guys, you can make these in Word. They're not hard to do. Why do you use AI?
You can just have AI. Yeah, that's the AI spelling it's abominable, guys. So if you're trying to fake some shit, don't use AI.
Okay, how about this one? Spot the AI errors.
Abysmal, not abominable. I'm so tired.
And then you've got some font inconsistencies here. The Surfthetics.
So stupid.
Oh my goodness.
Who posted this?
These were both posted to Meltdown.
So we don't know who posted them originally.
We don't know who the original author is
Got
intentionally. But I bet you know who's the author of this one.
Kevin Malone. Oh.
the OG Baggy Travis.
Did you see his big Netflix puts buy that he paid 3
No.
cents for? So you can probably guess what the strike price was.
Way out of the money.
Oh yeah.
As usual, his what I like to call McDonald's dollar menu options trades. For what is it? He says he's now a 15-year expert of options or whatever. Yeah, that number keeps getting ridiculously bigger. Because I saw him 3 years ago and he said it was 10. Brian Cohen sending out authorized warrant dividends. The warrant it will be on the open market. Market makers who short sold to retail apes how to buy the warrants screen a war. Oh my goodness. So is this the one he was responding to about the warrant squeeze shit?
So what is it? What does it say? If nobody sells their warrants, the market makers can't buy and deliver the warrants to their retail clients. They still do not understand how this works.
Yeah. First of all, cash in lieu.
P.S. If somebody does stay short this into the warrant distribution, like they'll just be short the warrants.
Yeah.
The warrants are trading.
Yeah.
Well, they'll just be short the warrants. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, let's see here. Where were some of the other ones?
Oh
yeah. Then we also got another one of our favorite AMC baggies, Spencer, talking about I guess some magical or mystical connection between GME and silver that I can't quite decipher here. Like I learned from posting this in GME that the hunt is referring to like what was it down here? Let's see, referenced it because it's reference to some like yes, this the silver thing with Wilbert Herbert Hunt and all that with like Silver Thursday when they got caught in a let's see here Marcus silver market substance sleepos yeah, so it was looks like I think a silver short squeeze, air quotes. But anyway, so he's basically suggesting that for some reason that I cannot decipher that they're shorting silver and they're using their shorts on GameStop as collateral, but that wouldn't work. What can you decipher this? Because I'm not platinum.
No. Absolutely not.
I don't know.
I don't know what's the deal there.
I don't either.
$40 is the end of banks? Like what?
Because if silver goes up, then that means that because they're like again, I think he's trying to say they're short both, but he's saying one's the collateral for the other trade, and I'm just so
how is that possible?
Fucking exactly. It's so fucking stupid. No wonder he lost his shirt in AMC, and then again shorting Riley.
Wait, is he talking about the difference, like the paper gold versus physical?
No.
I mean, sorry, silver. Physical silver versus paper silver. He's saying that that physical silver is the collateral for paper certificates, right?
No, he's just saying silver shorts have to cover their meme stock swaps to maintain margin for silver.
What?
Does that mean that they're long GameStop and they're doing swaps where my brain hurts really hard right now trying to like decipher the level of stupid going on here. I can't.
I don't get it.
I don't either. It's just
sorry. I was trying, but it's hard. It's hard when you try to start deciphering the baggy nonsense. You just end up feeling like you're stupid.
I know, right? It's just like, why am I doing this? It's just not worth it.
You're like, is it me? Like, I think it's me. Feels like that.
It might be me. I have a brain and you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Dear institutions, Tie Friday.
Tie Friday.
Thia.
It's not even Tie.
Thia
It's
Friday.
not Tie. It's not this. It's Thia Friday.
Yeah. So
estimated at 320. Of according to
That's
who?
way higher than what I've heard it. Well, at least.
I mean, you could probably look at a $30 strike 1 year out and estimate it that way. You know what I mean? Like a $32 option. That's a 1 year out. Because that's pretty much what it is.
Is that what he's basing it on?
No, because it's not the $3.20, I don't think. But anyways, whatever.
Yeah, trying to figure out Kevin Malone is.
He's probably estimating it probably $32. So he's like, we'll
just move the decimal place over.
Yeah, let's divide this by 10 or
Does
something.
he think it's like an actual call option for 100 shares?
I don't know what he thinks.
He doesn't
A
think
1
that's
for
the problem.
10 dividend.
Yeah, because you can tell that he just moved the decimal place over. It's a 32 strike. Well, it's just value it for 1/10, and then it's obviously a dividend of $3.20. Duh.
But I think it was like 80 cents or something for a 32. I can't remember what it was. I'll have to look on Monday.
So let's see here. Then we had, this was causing some confusion. So why don't you explain and demystify this for us?
Oh yeah, so this was the same.
Do you mean do you not demystify? How about debaggy?
Debaggy.
Yeah, I mean it was the same exact mixed shelf offering, but they did update the risks, right? Because they've bought Bitcoin and stuff like that since the last one. So that's it.
Same shelf, new news.
What, saying that the risk is higher? Because I mean, of course it is.
It's just different risks. Like Tony De Niro actually like tweeted out highlighted the different risks and stuff that were new, and I retweeted that.
So I'm going to play something as a lead in to the next part of this GameStop segment and see if you can guess who I'm talking about.
And by the way, I've just laid out a
Charlie
wonderful
Munger.
life lesson for you.
No, well, I mean,
I'm
yes,
kidding.
that is Charlie
I'm kidding.
Munger, but it's not
I know.
what we're talking about.
I'm kidding.
Give a whole lot of things a wide berth. They don't exist. You know, crooks, crazies, egomaniacs, people full of resentment, people full of self-pity, people who feel like victims. There's a whole lot of things that aren't going to work for you. Figure out what they are and avoid them like the plague. And
I feel like we would have been great friends with Charlie Munger.
Yeah. Who you guys think I'm talking about? Someone that would fit what Charlie Munger's talking about here. Egomaniacs, victim
MMTLP.
complex. Well, we're still in GameStop.
Well, since we're still on GameStop, I mean, I can
GameStop.
only
Moran's.
assume it's gonna be Moran's. Like,
fantastic deduction skills. So
Think about me
I'm gonna
as a
speed this
person,
up
and you guys can paint me any way you want to.
This was
I
a
know-
collage was posted. I'm pretty sure I know by who. I'll just run it, not let you speed up the. That's sad. We're gonna have to listen to him in real time. We're not gonna stick with the whole 8 minutes of this.
It's only,
There's only a few
it's
things.
8 minutes? Shit, I thought that
The
was
meltdown
said
will run with
26
this and say,
seconds.
Morantz is a degenerate, whatever. You're absolutely goddamn right I am.
At least he's
I am
being
a
honest with
degenerate.
himself.
I'm a gambler. I'm a risker. I'm all of that. Yep, that's me. You got me painted right. Okay, are we clear? Are we fine? There, we got it out of the way? Cool.
Mhm.
My contract with TikTok was eliminated this morning. They deleted.
Okay, first of all,
He had a
when he
contract
plays
with
this
TikTok?
game, no, his TikTok channel got deleted.
why? Do you know?
We don't know,
Okay.
but he has his theory. I'm going to go with probably not true. This is the thing that he loves to do. He likes
Is
to
it his
overstate
wildly
and
successful brother?
overinflate his credentials. He didn't have a contract with fucking TikTok. It's just his monetized account got deleted. Oh no.
Did my channel completely because I was asking
How many
questions
followers did he
about-
have?
About 20, 25,000.
Thousand?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
wow.
had more than he had on YouTube. So I can understand why he's a little peeved about that. I would be if my 25K channel just got fucking nuked from orbit. Yeah, I'd be a little pissed.
What, did he have a bunch of Trump stuff on there though?
Well, why would it matter? Because we'll get to that in 1 second.
But I'm
Deleted
thinking
my channel.
about what people could have reported. Like
I
they're
doubt that
not they're not
wouldn't matter.
reporting like GameStop stuff. Like, that's like
Well, we'll get to what he thinks it is, and I'm going to call bullshit.
Okay.
completely. because I was asking questions about private equity and
Well,
Charlie
of course.
Kirk in a video.
Yeah,
Oh,
private
Lord.
equity and Charlie Kirk. Okay, first of all, let's run this back a little bit. Okay, who the fuck owns fucking TikTok right now? Oh yeah, that's right, the president and his buddies.
Mr. President, now that Americans will have operational control, do you want to see the algorithm suggest more MAGA-related content prioritized?
I always like MAGA-related.
So yeah, like it definitely wasn't the fucking Charlie Kirk shit, and I can
Manuel-
almost
Manuel says-
guarantee.
Manuel says his TikTok got deleted because of Charlie Kirk misinformation.
Oh, so he was basically peddling conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I just find it suspicious that it was even anything to do with that because freaking what's his face? Oh my goodness. I know I should know.
Ian Carroll?
Yes, is still on fucking TikTok. Mr. Anti-Semite himself. Like, with all of his stupid fucking conspiracy theories. Like, it had nothing to do with any of that shit.
Well, it couldn't have been GameStop related, right? I mean,
I have no clue what even could get you kicked off TikTok. So
yeah.
I don't know.
It took away a portion of my income. It really sucked.
Sell more Costco stock.
Oh, we'll
It's
get to
just a
that.
hard
I think it's in
fucking
here
life, dude.
somewhere. Let me see if I can find it.
All of this I didn't ask for. I didn't ask for any of this in this phone call.
Where is
I don't want to go play basketball anymore. I just, you know what I can do? I can put on my sweatsuit
Because
and just.
okay, I'm not gonna spend.
No, he's wearing a Charlie Kirk. Like that's the hat that Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend all this time fishing through here because apparently, and in here somewhere, maybe Manuel can give you the timestamp about him basically trying to liquidate his 401k to buy GameStop.
Oh, yikes!
Yeah, super yikes. And basically getting told like basic, 401k information that everyone should know, that there's penalties for liquidating your 401k, even in full or part, because you automatically get the tax penalties involved.
Yes, you're automatically dinged for it.
Also, that yes, he is basically, as we've talked about before, selling off his Costco shares. So like, there's that. He's been doing a lot. Like, I hate this sort of.
Does he say that? Wait, does he say it in there that he's tried to cash out his 401?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. I will say I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I hate this. He's now doing the thing where he's doing like 30-second shorts about a stock, but you really can't. Like, I get that's kind of the TikTok thing, but you can't really convey any meaningful information in 30 seconds. Like,
well, you can do longer videos than 30 seconds on TikTok.
No, right, but like that's the time he's doing them. Like, here, let me give you an example. Okay, so I'm on the one. Let's do back. So first of all, I would like to preface this by he was talking a bunch of shit on Apple because he couldn't read a company's financials correctly to understand that they were making money. And he was saying that, GameStop was making money, but Apple hasn't made money in X amount of years.
Since Ryan Cohen bought.
Yeah. And so
GameStop,
now listen to his tune on Apple.
Hitting all-time highs all of a sudden. Let me tell you something about Apple, okay? Apple, I believe. New iPhone, I believe Apple. I don't believe those other tech companies. Apple, I believe, because they're not invested into NVIDIA. They're the ones that are going to survive the storm, but everyone else is going to fall on their own sword. Remember, I told you so.
His narratives will change with the wind whenever it's convenient for him at all times. And again,
Ryan Cohen bought Apple before he bought GameStop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, trying to make sense of
idiocy is
nonsense.
Impossible.
Yeah.
What I also love.
Yeah,
it's
I did.
My favorite.
He also said they don't make any money. So.
All right.
But now we're on the train.
What I love is one of my favorite subgenre is midwits talking about macroeconomics, or in this case, D- high school students talking about macroeconomics.
Looking good in
Japan.
Japan.
Hold on. Doesn't Apple have the most amount of cash on their balance sheet out of anyone? Don't they have like 55?
I think there might be
on
like,
a constant currency basis, even.
Okay, because whatever. Anyways, continue.
Year is as high as it's ever been since the financial crisis. Oh no, guys, this is not looking good. Hey, you know what happens, right? Like on markets. So other countries start to default and start doing some crazy stuff, and then we finally give in and say, "Yep, we were the culprits the whole time." Oh, yeah, but it's probably
wow, like this again, 30 seconds to try and talk about macroeconomics that he clearly doesn't fucking understand. There's so many things that you have to understand about the Japanese bond market to begin with. Like the fact that it's up at this level actually is something that kind of Japan has been trying to do because their market's been so stagnant and so is their interest rates. Like look at that whole fucking trough on all of that. Their interest rates had completely collapsed out because they had problems with deflation. Like their economy was deflating up to this point, and they've been trying to shove up rates to inflate it. Like so anyway, that's about as much of Morantz as I can stomach. He makes about 40 videos a week now. So keeping up with him is like best of luck. So question, where do you guys want to go from here? So we can either, I'll let you pick your own adventure. We can talk about Bed Bath & Beyond, or we can talk about the two Malone stocks.
Oh boy.
So
I mean, are they really the Malone stocks? Was he fired from both of them?
Oh yeah, well,
I did see the GNS announced that they have a new advisor to the board.
So
Great,
first, let me move this. This does not belong here.
Clearly
so
don't
when you
like
say
the bear
Bed Bath
trap.
& Beyond, do you mean the actual Bed Bath & Beyond, or do you mean
which one?
The defunct bankrupt shell?
I mean, there's quite
both,
the controversy.
Both. But
There's
since
quite
she's
the
already
controversy
steered
going
us
on
towards
about
the
the
GNS
CUSIP.
thing, so we got 2 weeks to catch up on here. So first up is the fact that he made this announcement about how GNS should do a reverse split.
Oh my God, that's right.
Which ruffled some feathers, to say the least.
To shrink the float so that they can't get an options chain. Let's go fully through with that logic. So he's saying that if they shrink the float below a certain amount, then they can't put options on it, and therefore that they can't naked short sell, because that's how they naked short sell, through options, allegedly.
So dumb.
Which makes no fucking sense.
No, it doesn't.
Stupid.
It's so funny to hear them say like naked short selling, and then like you can see it and it's in the options chain. Like maybe you should look up what naked short selling means.
Well, that would mean he'd have to do actual real boy research, and I don't think he does that.
Clearly. But yes, he posted that, and he posted it like late in the night, like at midnight or something
the
like
market
that.
The next day because it dipped hard.
So he posted that at like midnight or something like that, and then then it started to make its way around, and then there you go. Roger had to address it.
Do damage
I don't
control.
think he didn't run it past them. Clearly.
Yeah, obviously. And then
then
Malone had to come back and be like, I didn't clear it with them. This was just my suggestion. And do his whole mea culpas and all that stuff, and let's grow and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, but then he's like, they haven't talked to me in a month, and maybe if they talk to me,
you're getting a little, yeah. And he also tried to side load his thing as, oh look, it's another one of my squeeze the shorts manipulation plays.
Bear trap. So stupid.
Yeah. Did you just spoof the GNS trading algos?
I hope everyone enjoyed their delicious chips and dip this morning.
I mean, how do you even rationalize that in your head, that it's not manipulating the market to put out fake shit to mess up the algos or whatever? How do you rationalize that in your head?
Yeah, I want to know how you rationalize it. And I want to know how the SEC doesn't clamp down on this
It's
obvious
so
easy
insane.
shit.
Well, that's going to take.
Insane.
That
Like
probably takes
he's
a little
constantly
time,
lying. He's photoshopping pictures. He's
Yeah,
using clients'
Look,
money.
this is how blatant he is.
What the hell? This is absolute
doing
insanity.
fake PRs, like,
And he allegedly
and you know what?
passed all
Like
these
when he did
tests.
this, when he did this with Quantum, like, and we didn't see anything like that from the Quantum CEO saying we don't know about this. Like, did the Quantum CEO know about it, and did he approve him to do that? Because that's a whole different discussion. And they said that the reason they had to take him off
Let
as
him
a board
go was
advisor
because
was
of
regulatory.
regulatory.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Of course it
Yeah,
was.
right. Maybe
Which-
we shouldn't be live tweeting market manipulation. I don't know.
Which is probably the reason why he suddenly was like, "Oh, my 3-month contract was up."
Oh yeah, where did it say that there was 3 months? I didn't see that anywhere. It's weird.
Right there.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh no, I went back. I posted the press
Yeah,
release. It
I
said
looked at their
nothing about a
contract.
3-month
Yeah.
contract.
They didn't even like attach a contract to the announcement or anything.
Nope.
Which could be because they're like a foreign country, or a foreign issuer or
Entity
whatever.
Platt.
I mean, I don't know.
He was fired.
Of course he was.
Obviously,
it wasn't even a full 3 months.
No, it wasn't, and it was the day after he did that.
Right.
Yep.
So, like, good on GNS, I guess.
But they figured out.
Yes, but they
figured out he's a
just
piece of
announced, I
shit.
think this week, that they've hired a new advisor to the board, and it's the
We'll
author
get to
of
that.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
So they also had some financial statements that came in. I've got the full fat ones over here, side loaded.
Oh, this is GNS.
Yes,
Oh my
but-
God, yes. Oh my God, so misleading. Like he was like, oh, our revenue is up 25% year over year or whatever. But like that was only because of their like ERL deal or whatever finally went through.
Yep.
But in actuality, their revenue was actually like down 44% year over year. I'm pretty sure it was. I think I replied to this. I don't know if you like have that tweet or whatever.
I don't think so. Doesn't look like it.
Oh. Well,
But what were you needing to?
just the exact percentage that it was down.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So yeah. So if you actually look
I
at
think
the
Ocelot
cash
posted
flow,
about it too. I think maybe I
Yeah.
replied to him or something. I don't know.
So
Whatever.
so basically, if you look at the actual cash flow, they didn't actually. Yeah. Revenues were also down. You can actually look at the full fat.
Right. Even
thing
though
here.
Roger said, "Oh, our revenues are up 25%."
Yeah, that doesn't look like it. It looks like they're down by 50%.
Okay, 44% then. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just roughing it. I see over in this column 4.8 and a million, and over here I see 2.7. That's roughly 50%.
Right. Yeah,
Like,
so
that's
that
not
seems a
hard
little misleading.
Seems a
my
lot of
opinion.
misleading. But this wasn't the only L for Mr. Malone.
Oh yeah.
He got disappeared.
This movie's never coming out.
I know, right?
Wait, what happened?
Wait. Oh, they took his name off there?
Yeah, they took him
Oh my
off
God.
of the. Yeah, they took him off of the Bear Trap movie credits. So.
Is it because he put his bear trap to work and it must be market manipulation?
I don't know what the reason was, but he just got disappeared from the credits. Also, they moved back the
Okay.
timeline again in what is becoming the biggest frickin' FTD ever known to man. Every baggy
Well,
thing. is
because
always
what
an
the
FTD.
fuck are they going to talk about? Like, what bears are you trapping? Marcus Lemonis is wildly successfully moving on without you, and you think like these people think they're going to get warrants on the same day that the actual Beyond shareholders do.
Yeah,
because of the QSIP number.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah,
That is definitely in the.
So, like, what is your movie going to be about? What is the bear trap exactly that you're talking about? Is it Kevin Malone's bear trap? Because I got news for you. Spoiler alert.
Didn't work. I'm pretty sure there's several people we know that successfully shorted both QNTM and GNS over the time
100%.
period. So there was also this, and oh my goodness. So I didn't read the report, but if I remember from Platinum, I think we might have talked about that it was just horrible. Also, like horribly bad, like report.
Oh yeah, just
and
like,
also they paid for
the
it.
worst fluff shit you've ever seen ever. How much did they pay for it? Quite a bit, right?
It says here the issuer paid us $94,500 for our research services.
$94,000 for the most bullshit like thing you've ever seen.
Imagine paying almost $100,000, and then it's not going to, like, for normal people, it's not going to work because they're going to see this disclaimer and go, "Yeah, fuck off."
Oh no, it worked. I think probably for some, but
yeah, the idiots that want to be fooled.
There you go. That's it.
Well, or the, Malone's clients, when he sends them like, why I spent all your money on
on this bullshit company.
This piece of shit.
Is he, like, how underwater is he still? Probably on QNTM. What's it trading at right now?
I mean, a lot. He was buying in the 30s.
Yeah.
Also, they're trying to hold the boat here as Roger continues to buy more shares of his own company to stem the price tide, because they're trying to stay above $1 so they stay in
compliance. Correct.
So, and oh my god, like, how many times are we going to have them? This has been like almost. Well, first, this is different. Aside from them saying any day now, GNS is going to file their spoofing case from fucking West Christian any day now, every day of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Any day now.
Where is it? He just posted like a TikTok meme with like a thing going back and forth, like, and I think he quote tweeted Wes or something. I don't know, but I was like, yeah, man, keep the dream alive, dudes.
This one was extra dumb because now they're like talking about the RICO case, and he's like, breaking, defendants have only days left to file their response. Oh my god, guys, I had to respond to it. I guess I didn't have it preloaded, but I did, where I was like, guys, they're either going to respond on the last day, like every one of these other lawsuits we followed, or they're going to ask for an extension. Guess which one they did?
Extension?
Yup.
Of course they did. I mean, but why did you, it sounded like you were like, extension question mark? Like, there's no question.
Extension, or did they reply?
I was guessing.
Yeah. So yeah, it was going to be, yeah. So we got another
extension. There's no need for a
extension.
question mark.
So how long would we
I
extend
mean,
it
they
out
could have
to?
replied the last day.
But like, like this entire like, again, like, we've also covered this before too. It's like Robinhood and Fidelity don't want their customers getting burned by some fucking shitco, so you have to call in to actually trade it because they know it's a shitco. Like, that's what I hate about this account. I don't know why I keep getting mad about it, but it's such the dumbest fucking shit. Like, so provably false, you'd have to be paid to post it. Oh wait, I think I answered my question there.
Exactly.
I think I answered my question there. Oh yeah, this was the thing that you were talking about, where they hired Rich Dad Poor Dad guy. Oh my gosh. So grifter hires grifter to help make them look more professional. Not sure that works how you think it would. Then of course they had this. Did anyone even know what happened at the stupid summit? I don't really pay that much attention to GNS.
No.
Probably should.
Like, they do lots of summits.
Yeah. And it's yet another crypto summit in the pile of thousands upon thousands of them.
Oh, were they at the what was it? The token 2049?
They had their own thing.
Futures.
Oh, they had their own
Summit.
thing. Okay, so this wasn't token.
Yeah,
okay.
no, they had
I
some
gotcha.
sort of Bitcoin futures summit or whatever. Anyway, moving over to QNTM, we had some interesting news from last week. Yes, last week, where in the case where they're fighting over the buzzed, the formula and all that stuff, and if it was stolen from GBB. QNTM's lawyers are like, yeah, we're filing a motion to withdraw because they stopped paying us. So they're still having to respond because there's also a motion that GBB wants a motion for jury trial, even though they're like, I think going to summary judgment, but they still want to keep open the potential of a jury trial in case summary judgment fails. I don't know, but they're having to respond to that, even though they've admitted that they aren't being paid because they're still legally obligated to, do things for their client until they're actually removed from the case, but they're not being paid. Really sounds really bullish that they're not paying their lawyers on this lawsuit. Also, they're again sending out the loads of people on social media paying them like $400 a pop, $200, $500. I guess shilling isn't making the money it used to.
Like, I'm trying to think of how much money it would take for me to post about QNTM, like, in a positive way.
I know.
That's not it.
That's not it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I value my credibility
and just,
far more than
FYI,
$500.
if you ever see that coming from me, know that they paid me to do that.
And they paid me at least
very well.
They wouldn't be able to afford it. Like, they would definitely cop out.
$4,500.
Would something in the neighborhood of what GNS paid for that fake research report count? Would that be
that
good
would
enough?
Yeah, that would be about it. There we go. And they wouldn't.
So $100,000 is the bidding price. There you go.
Yeah, at least.
And of course, now they're also rewarding themselves a bunch of shares so that they can keep control of the company and keep diluting you fuckers. Fun times. So that is it for the former Malone stocks, the Malone stocks. I don't know how we want to frame this now. Something
Malone
like
co's?
the Malone shit co's.
Yeah.
The MSCs. The Malone shit co's. So that'll bring us over to our next one. We'll be talking about the artist formerly known as Beyond, formerly known as Overstock. Now it's Bed Bath & Beyond again. Confusing baggies all around. From last week, they said, I like the cut of your jib, Ryan Cohen. We're going to do some dividend warrants too. Interesting.
It was kind of like how GameStop was to MSTR with the convertible notes.
Yeah. Like I need to get an image, that image of the guy cheating on the test, and then the other guy looking over, and just have a chain of them, like GameStop and MicroStrategy, and then GameStop and Bed Bath & Beyond. Oh my goodness. But they also didn't they change up how those dividends operate, correct?
Well, they did have an early expiration option on theirs. Like if it hits a certain price, I'm guessing probably 20 out of 30 days or something like that, then it would be like a early expiration type thing. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty much very similar. Different record date, same distribution date. 1 out of 10, so 1 for every 10. And I mean, it did work for people to think that it had something to do with the old canceled shell.
Right.
Definitely had someone come into a space that I was in and pretty much like yell at me
about, we can talk about what actually happened.
How since they're so similar, something about like GameStop is going to be like putting money into the old Bed Bath or something ridiculous.
Amazing. So
You
what
mean
it
like
actually is
Well, first, this is what you were kind of referencing, right? That basically there was the
No, it was even
QSIP
before this
thing.
nonsense came out. It
Oh,
was
okay.
like a week ago.
Okay. But yeah, we have new nonsense that the QSIPs are the same. Therefore,
well, the issuer code is the same because the issuer is BBBY. So the issuer code is the first 6 digits of the QSIP number. It's the unique
And since they
identifier
got
of
the
the
ticker.
issuer. So the old Beyond shares were issued from Beyond. And that's why the QSIP is 690370. The first 6 digits. The warrants were issued by BBBY, not Beyond, BBBY. And BBBY's identifier is 075. Is it 896? I can't.
Yes.
Yeah. That is their identifier. And the issuer code follows the issuer. And now that they are Bed Bath & Beyond, that's their issuer code. Any new issuances of any new securities in the future will start with those 6 numbers. And the reason that the shares didn't change was because they were issued by Beyond with that issuer code. They were not reissued by Bed Bath & Beyond. So that code will stay the same one as Beyond's QSIP. Now, if for some reason they change back to Beyond and they start issuing new securities, it will go back to that QSIP number. But for anything now and in the future, it will be the legacy issuer code. That doesn't change because it follows the issuer in the ticker.
Amazing.
Dun, dun, dun. But they believe that it somehow connects back to DK Butterfly and that means they're somehow going to get pulled in. So, on October 8th, there's going to be they're going to be mad all over again, right? Just like when they switched over to BBBY and their shares didn't come back. When they don't get warrants on December 8th, we're going to see all that again.
BBB, why didn't I get any warrants?
Yep, it's coming. Just prepare yourself because they all believe they will be.
Oh, so I should make a song?
For shares that they don't own. So they're just going to issue a couple million more warrants for shares you don't own. But yes, the difference in the QSIP seems to be tripping them up pretty hardcore. But really, it's pretty simple.
As usual.
Beyond issued the common stock. That doesn't change with the name change. But now they are issuing the warrants, which are a new issued security, as BBBY.
Awesome. So the next thing on our
that seems pretty simple, right? Like that seems pretty simple to understand.
Not really.
Right? It doesn't.
I mean, not for some people.
They didn't.
They still think there's like a company. Like they don't even have shares.
I know, but the easiest way is that like when they changed over to BBBY, they did not reissue the shares.
No, I understand.
That's why it didn't change. Yeah.
Right. No, I get it.
It's only for new issue.
But
people who do not want to learn anything and want to be fooled.
October 8th is going to be another sad day. Just like somebody start playing the dun 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 dun.
The funeral march. Awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of funeral marches, we have a lawsuit that died. Lawsuit against.
Oh my God! The person who was yelling at me was trying to tell me how this was a good thing. That it got dismissed.
Not that they would have gotten any distribution still. But.
HBC.
Yes.
And I'm like, huh? Like, I don't understand how they don't.
Well, now because CPLAT, now that it's been dismissed, now Carl Icahn is free to move throughout the tunnel that leads
Ryan Cohen.
to that leads to the triad where the nulls are stored, so that when he gets there,
Speaking of which, Platinum.
so that when he gets there, he has to cross over the shiny river and through the gold door. Like, so fucking stupid.
See, this is the thing that's like hilarious.
All it
about
means is
this.
that you're not getting any money. So you were at literally negative, chances of getting paid. Now you're even further negative.
This is the funny thing about this is, yes, there was a motion to seal. Yes, there have been motions to seal throughout this
Financial
whole thing,
data.
because exactly this transaction is still private information. It has nothing to do with fucking
private
Ryan
from the
Cohen
jump.
anyway. Yes,
Right. Like, this was a private offering they did. Nobody knew who it was when this was taking place in that time. Nobody knew it was HPC. I don't know, maybe somebody cracked the case, but regardless, it was a private deal to begin with.
Oh, it did get like right away.
Yeah, and they're certainly not going to be giving up their
They don't want to give away their
financials.
trading strategies. That's the
Of
whole
course
thing.
not, or their financials.
Like that's what
I was thrown off a little
Their
bit. because
trading
when I-
data, none of that. Good.
I was thrown off a bit because I saw something, but it's just them sending out a packet. I thought that they were going to try and appeal this, but it's just something that they do standard, I
They
guess,
won't
in
appeal
this court that they
You
send.
can't
an
afford to
appeals
appeal it.
That they send an
Yeah.
appeals packet regardless of if you are or not, and they have to post the appeals packet on the docket, I guess. So I was thrown off a bit because I saw appeal packet, and I'm like, excuse me, what? You're going to try to appeal this?
Yeah, they were like, the blockers are not whatever they said, like they're a real thing. You can't say that they weren't enforced, because
That's
then I mean
correct.
pretty
They
much
were.
that would be saying like the blockers aren't enforced ever.
It was in their contract.
Yeah. So, and then people are still saying it wasn't dilution. Oh yeah, the person was yelling at me trying to say that the
Because they still have
shares were
shares.
sold to GameStop, and then and the $311 million of marketable securities was actually Bed Bath &
because
Beyond.
GameStop wouldn't have to have, disclosed that if they had.
They did disclose what it was, and it was treasuries. Ooh, wow, just like it always is.
We also got more craziness this time on the Bed Bath & Beyond
my
bankruptcy
God.
docket.
This
Have
is
you
crazy.
read this? Because I have
I did
not.
read
I just
it.
saw
What is this?
scribbles.
I didn't see this.
Oh my God, somebody sent this. This was on the docket. It's like a handwritten note, obviously. And it like reads like
Settlement
I
agreement,
was like, okay, is this
unconditional.
person like trying to file this in a different case or something? Like, is this
too
some sort of
tired.
like child support case or something? Because that's how it kind of reads.
What?
But no,
Settlement
he's trying
agreement,
to say there
unconditional.
was a settlement agreement with Bed Bath & Beyond for $20,000, and he's like still owed it or something. Like,
From when?
This looks like it got cut off here when they were trying to scan it.
yeah, it's like some sort
From
of
before
like
the bankruptcy
schizo
or
rambling.
after? Did it come from a prison?
I don't think so.
Let's not dox them. No. Unlike that one
Is
filing we talked
it
about 2 weeks
MJL?
ago.
Josh Hall
is it-
or whatever his name is.
No, it's
Joshua.
not MJL.
Is it MJL?
No.
Okay.
No, at least he
That's all my
has great
conspiracies
computer.
then. I don't have any more. I'm out.
Yeah, this is a $20,000 judgment. Please, what's he saying? Is this the order?
Deceptive tactics.
order.
What? Deceptive tactics delaying plaintiff. Is it? Oh, denying
Of
His right
plaintiff
to $20,000.
of his right to
the
$20,000 judgment.
Judgment, right? Which
Boom.
what? I don't think they'll have to reply to that, right?
No, I
Like, does
mean
not-
maybe, but like no.
It's done from my iPhone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even anything. It's very confusing.
So what I really love is this new subgenre that we've sort of found in the meme stock community, especially around the Bed Bath & Beyond group, of people suddenly finding the Jesus. More from
Yeah, they had like
PP
a
along
prayer
that.
or like a Bible study space.
I've got that one. But yes, they did promote it because a little bit of backstory on this. I at some point will descend into the madness maybe, but there's an entire hour-long fucking video on Michael's YouTube channel where he has this Bible study nonsense and in honor of Charlie Kirk.
Is this one the one?
So Michael
like
suddenly finds Jesus too
Ted
now.
Kaczynski videos.
Oh yeah,
I mean, dude took a header, man, right off the cliff.
You are not lying about that.
Looks like he smells.
Dude is going to full Unabomber mode.
Yeah, he looks crazy.
Yeah,
look at his eyebrows.
Like he went really fast from fucking Hitler Youth wannabe to terrorist in waiting, domestic terrorist in waiting.
Sound bad, bro.
So he don't get addicted to meme stocks. This is what happened to you. So after he did that, suddenly Famous Variety's like, yeah, let's have a Bible study.
You know what we should make is one of those memes of like, this is your brain. This is your brain on meme stocks.
Yes. Wham!
But it's not even meme stocks. It's like bankrupt stocks, right? Like meme stocks.
Well,
it's not even meme stocks. It's conspiracy theories. Like it is. I think it's more of an obsession with like the conspiracy theories part of it.
It didn't last as a Bible study very long.
Oh, okay.
Why?
There we go.
Because that's what they changed it to.
We're discussing the journey.
Oh boy.
Discussing the spiritual journey of being a baggie.
People are like, can we stop talking about the Bible? When are we getting paid?
You're not the ones getting paid. It's PP that's getting paid.
Never.
Rugging you in his fucking shitcoin again. This is the only conspiracy theories that we have for Bed Bath & Beyond this time. Let's connect the dots, guys. So many dots to connect.
Oh my god.
So
come on.
Oh, we are almost home.
Oh yeah, that's
free,
right.
guys.
It was the HPC suit was dismissed with prejudice, so they couldn't appeal it anyway, right?
No, you can still appeal it. You just can't amend the complaint.
Okay.
That's what with prejudice is. But we are on a mystical journey.
It's a new stock, which I just announced.
Okay, first of all, we do know about Open, but have you heard about his new grift?
Better?
Day 35 back
Yes,
here
better.
at
BETR.
Drake's. Had a big rainstorm this morning. Open store.
Oh, we've got the He Found Jesus in here too. Oh, two grifts.
Oh, this is
and
God's
God.
plan.
Well, doesn't Drake have a song called God's Plan?
Oh, does he?
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh no. So that's
Yes, he does.
Because he's out in front of Drake's house. Oh my fucking. Oh.
Yeah, there's
The whiteboard though is so funny.
I think like one of his biggest songs is God's Plan.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sure you've heard it.
My head.
You just don't know
hurts.
you have.
I probably there's a lot of songs like that. Oh my goodness. Anyway.
But yeah, he's not finding Jesus. That's Drake's song.
Okay. Because I totally forgot about his whole fucking grift to get so yeah, this is better, which is basically what the mortgage side of things, whereas Open is home flippers, they're what, mortgage flippers, I guess. I don't know. But they had it run up 50%. I don't know what it's setting at right now. Any of you guys know where Better's at right now?
I don't.
I can look.
Yeah, I can look.
Oh shit. It's up to $60.20.
Look at that. Chicago season.
Up 150%.
Indeed. Let's see. 1 month up 179% in 1 month.
And a new meme stock pumping jumper is born.
Another
in 3
meme
months,
stock.
up 376% in 3 months.
Every time the exchange bell rings,
a new
Meme
pumper gets their
Drifter gets
wings.
his wings.
Year to date, up 573%.
Jesus. Though,
and also that guy is another person who should know better, right? Like I would put on a different level than like a Zach Morris, in my opinion. You know, like
yeah,
he's like a finance guy. He should know better.
Well, speaking of people who should know better, we had a moment of one of our own going in to try and ask some questions in a space.
He does not like him very much.
I'll speed it up a little bit.
He did not appreciate the questions.
He did not, and he has now blocked him.
It's probably going to.
Yeah, we'll get to that part of the story in a second.
Going to cause a gamma squeeze, but it's probably going to make the stock move a lot higher than it would, if everyone's like trading it 5 or 6 times a day.
Yeah, I mean, short squeezes do happen more often in illiquid stocks, so there's something to be said there. You keep bringing up Carvana, and in your profile it says the Carvana hedge fund guy, which I think is really cool. If you were to summarize how Carvana makes money, how would you do that?
Finance and interest. 80% of the margin is finance and interest, not the selling of cars. And then they operate nationally. They have a national platform, and they do it better than anybody else, and they have a great customer experience.
Glad you said that. So finance and interest, but do they hold the interest in finance? Like, do they hold the balance on their own balance sheet, or do they securitize it and sell it elsewhere?
Well, they make money off of service plans when you sign up for like some special service. They make money from the finance. They sell it off as soon as they can. Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's a leading question, right? Like it's not very fair for me to say that because I know that like they securitize it and they sell these huge tranches of loans to another company, and that's where they make the money. Not on the actual sale of the vehicle, but on the sale of the financial instrument that they wrap like thousands of vehicles into. Opendoor doesn't do that, so I want to know, like, okay, do you see it moving towards that type of thing where Opendoor originates hundreds or even thousands of home loans, securitizes them, and then sells them to a big bank? Or do they keep them on the balance sheet? Like they're not making money on the sale of homes. So do they move to a Carvana model where they sell the homes, originate the mortgage, sell the mortgage?
A fair question.
I think it's more mortgage and title is the equivalent of finance and interest for Opendoor.
Yeah, but like they don't do the mortgage right now. They don't. They are working towards the title work, but
yeah, maybe that's where that's going. But
securitization and offloading the risk is the key. But they don't have that in house. Like the buyer still is seeking funding from basically banks, right?
Yeah.
Well, they haven't. I mean, we've talked about this earlier on the spaces. Like they've only dipped their toe into the water of doing it, and so I would be the first to say they need to more forcefully make a push into mortgage and title, and probably doing it themselves, like from a tech first, AI first perspective, rather than try to buy some legacy company the way that Zillow did, in order to do that.
And that's all well and good. Right now, they're leaning into AI, and I like that. I think there are massive inefficiencies in the home buying process, and they're leaning into that. But the money is really in servicing the mortgages or securitizing the mortgages and offloading that risk, especially with the home market where it is right now. Unless it continues to go vertical, then Opendoor goes vertical. But you want to isolate yourself from that risk by just, hey, we're going to make 5% on the securitization and sale of this and send it downstream. I don't know why they're trying to like squeeze a couple basis points of efficiency out of AI when they should just be looking at the Carvana model, like the actual Carvana model of get other people to pay for my potential mistake.
Well, I don't think they're. I mean, they do look at Carvana as the ideal role model. So I don't think
As the
you're saying
ideal
that they're not
role
seeing
model.
something that you're seeing. And I don't think that's the case.
Well, I mean, their margins have been negative, and Carvana's margin on sale is negative. And that's cool because they actually make money, not on the sale of the vehicle, but on the securitization and sale of the asset backed.
He is getting him to try so hard to answer the question. He just won't.
Loans.
Oh, he's being
and the asset-backed loans, the performance
so nice.
is not something that Carvana has to monitor or worry about.
He could be so much worse if he wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's on the buyer. So if Opendoor really wants to do that, they should be putting out feelers to people with capital that needs to be deployed, because home buying is a really capital-intensive business. Like, I just don't see them doing that yet, nor do I see them talking about that, and that concerns me.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're accurate in your assessment.
So who's talking about making connections to the banks and the people that would potentially buy their securitized?
This is where it gets muted and booted.
He gets kicked. Yeah.
I think we can move on to the next question.
Right.
Okay.
And then he tries to deny it when
okay,
it's so clear that's what he did. Like, he immediately tries to brush it off. I think we can move on to the next question now. Like, why even lie that you fucking kicked him? Like,
well, and then he also lied about answering the question. He was like, oh, I didn't. Look, see, you weren't booted. You asked 5 times and were answered and persisted. We had 20 minutes left in the 2-hour space, and you feel mistreated. You were not.
Okay.
And so that's why I went back to look at it, because I'm like, okay, maybe I just didn't understand the answer or something, right? So that's why I went back to look. And then I'm like recording it and listening to it, and I'm like, he definitely didn't answer these questions like at all. He was just talking about other things.
He probably can't.
Well, he could though. Why not just say, yes, I think that's what they should do? It's such an easy answer. Why don't you just say that?
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what's the crazy part. And then he went back and forth.
He probably
and he
didn't
eventually
really even understand what he was saying.
Yikes! In that case, yikes even more.
Yeah.
And then he eventually blocked him after the whole Jane Street thing, which is another whole crazy, stupid. Because he started pumping it out, like, again, when you were talking Platinum about people who should know better,
Right.
immediately after the whole Jane Street thing, which was obviously, like, Jane Street is a market maker, so it's getting in position to do what market makers do with stocks.
Well, they probably sold a ton of calls.
Yeah. And so they're trying to
Well,
make it
and
like,
15
ooh.
million are from convertible bonds. Like it says, those are the shares that they would
that's
get
right.
from the convertible bonds.
But like 23 million of the 44 million is for options.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know what they're doing, yet, you know, you have
making a market.
You have Eric going around trying to make it sound like, ooh, Jane Street's invested in Opendoor now. You should
there was
buy.
a time when Doug was still on Twitter, somebody, like one of these announcements came out that said Virtu bought such and such amount of GME. And somebody like quote tweeted it and tagged Doug and said, "What you doing, Doug?" And he replied, "Making a market." Like same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And so Simi basically went after him, was like, you know,
you have Trent Stalker because he's a fund manager. Shockingly enough.
Yeah. And so it's like they're taking a position, it's not an endorsement, it's just their long-term business model. You should know better. Shame on you. And then he got blocked.
Right.
So hold these grifters accountable, and suddenly they get real skittish.
Squirrely.
Then, of course, we had around the same time a
that
big
is
sell.
the LLC.
Yeah.
That LLC made out like fucking bandit.
I bet. I fucking bet.
They are the winners of this trade for sure.
Then, of course, this one is just something interesting I saw. You know, you're in a real grift when you're wish casting a partnership with another meme stock. What for what reason would Tesla and Opendoor even like to like
I don't know, maybe Optimus can kung fu the front door for showings of the homes.
Did you guys happen to see this one? The weird flex here that where he was talking about how he got bagged in Orient paper after Carson Block did his short report. This is like the discussions that you just don't like. I get what he's trying to say. He's trying to look.
Wait, what did he say? Go back. I'm gonna have to go look this up. What did he say? I had what?
Yeah, he was talking.
I had
about
flown and driven to Baoding, China, 2 hours south of Beijing. Walked the site with Chairman Xi.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
and
that.
wrote up my long case on thestreet.com.
But basically, like he's
I'll
trying
go read
to
that
like
thread.
be
It looks
all,
a little long.
Yeah, it is really long.
Oh, the short sellers attack me and they attack my investment.
No. He's trying to be all He's trying to be all humble. Like, look, I found all these really good plays, but you know, I make mistakes too.
Sure.
Then of course we have one of our newest favorite characters in the meme stock community. Anthony Pompliano is also all over this Opendoor stuff, which is just
he's long the stock.
Yeah.
He admits as much.
This is about the time that Bloomberg decides to enter the chat. I love the title of this article. I know it doesn't come off in the big bold font when you're using archive, but hedge fund guy lurks around Drake's house trying to pump a stock. Like that is just such a article.
Lurks around.
like they're making you look like some creepo, which I mean, to be fair,
it's technically what he's
accurate.
Corex, I'm actually gonna head out because I have to go to bed and get up early in the morning. So
No problem.
have a good night, guys.
Yo,
Bye.
little.
I'm tired too. Are we almost done? Can we do trade of the
Yes.
week?
We're getting there. So that's all the Opendoor stuff. Our roundup. I've just got a few stuff because we got to deal with Wolfspeed and its bankruptcy.
Oh,
because
God.
coming out of that, there was some objective stupidity. Objective stupidity.
Shocking.
First of all, I'm going to switch this up because that's really small. I'll do this. Yeah. So we had our favorite Christine Shaughnessy with some with some abject stupidity.
So
didn't understand there was a bankruptcy. She didn't know there was.
What about a reverse stock split? Like, none of them knew that was what was happening?
She did not know, apparently. She deleted this tweet, BT dubs, because it was so obviously dumb that she was like embarrassed and deleted it because that was really stupid. The other big stupid tweet was Mr. Johnny Tobacco making his return, where his first post was breaking news: U.S. clearing firms on the brink of insolvency, short squeeze, Wolf halt. It was halted because of the bankruptcy dipshit. Word on the street is the clearing firm is about to break.
Yeah, it's a new issue. Like these are newly issued shares. Of course, they're going to halt it.
Well, yeah, halt for major, corporate action too. They're coming out of bankruptcy, and the reissuance. Can't make cash calls. Beware, my sources say it could be a firm that starts with a B. I wonder who he's trying to imply.
But it's not.
I wonder who it is that he's trying to imply. But I get the feeling some lawyer got into his ear because his new tweet was immediately wasn't Virtu.
Yeah.
I think someone got a fucking phone call. You better short out who that V isn't if you don't want to get sued. And it's not Clearstreet. But like again, they came out of bankruptcy. Like no shit that there was a halt, no shit that there was a decent rally. I was kind of surprised that it held out too. Because I
still
guess
is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still like it's kind of drifted down a bit, but it's still up. I tell you what, it sounds like that the creditors are.
I can't believe the 97%. Yeah, the 97%ers didn't dump.
Yeah, and to be fair, like if the play works out, it's kind of like the same situation as Intel. Like if there is a market for the fab that they're doing, they could make bongo bucks, but right now it doesn't exist. And they're losing money because they're not making enough volume. So it's like they think they'll get there in like 3 years or 2 years. But like until then, the stock is kind of dead in the water. So take that as you will. There was also some meme stock shenanigans from Meltdown. I can't do anything to make. Oh, I can. So there were people who they saw the share price in their brokerage account. You want to guess what their error was?
They what?
So they saw the share price.
Was. Sorry, I was reading that. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
And they tried to sell it.
But the share count hadn't updated in their brokerage.
So it got yoinked.
Yeah, so they ended up with a short position, net short.
Oh, I thought they had executed a trade.
Yep, they did.
Or they thought they were.
No, yeah, so what happened was these people, they saw the price, they saw the shares, they thought they'd gotten free money, but the shares had not been adjusted in their brokerage account yet. So they sold the amount they thought they had because the share count hadn't been updated and got stuck with a short position.
So they sold shares they don't own because it's the new shares. Amazing.
And got ass fucked with a short position where like some people lost thousands of dollars. Like you can go through
Well,
here.
so go
It's
up just
pretty
a little
bad.
bit. That said, let me sell today. Like anyone who sold the old, like who took advantage of the glitch,
Down 5K.
like that's going to get pulled back. Oh, that person's going to get blown out. He said it's at 25, right? Let me sell today. Said I made 50K. Am I cooked? Tried to execute my $3 calls and it wouldn't let me. Would have been nice to get 100K in profit from this.
Yeah, well, that
call.
would have been they would have gotten converted, so it wouldn't let you execute the calls because they're not $3 calls because of the reverse split. My 850 shares are now 7. Yep,
That's
it
a
was
reverse
like 120 reverse split.
What does it say up there? Go scroll up. This is another person that it happened to here.
Yeah, I had
They showed the
500.
shares on my account and I sold out of them. If they immediately showed that I had shorted the stock, I would have immediately closed the position in response, but they didn't. They showed that I had 0 shares for the entire trading day, and this was duly reflected in the P&L on my account. At no point did they attempt to show I had a short position until the market was closed. I mean, that might be kind of right. Like that may be. They may be
I'm
able to get.
surprised there wasn't like a hold on trading, at least initially from the broker side until.
Yeah, because I mean that guy's intention was clearly not to short. So I mean, I don't know.
Some of
they
these
may,
people, I think, were trying to they thought that
may get
like when
hacked
a
out.
bank accidentally puts money in your account and they thought they could run with it. But some people were legitimately.
I'd like to see the
confused.
follow up to this. I would guess that brokerage probably, because there wasn't a borrow or there wasn't.
And this
like
wasn't
that,
the only thing.
I'm sure they probably reversed that.
There were some that were trying to. I think it was that they sold. They sold puts, thinking that they would get executed. But again, you forgot what the
exercised.
Yeah, they thought they'd be able to get exercised and they'd be able to get free shares, but also forgot about that they get
Free
converted
shares.
same as the calls, and that means that you didn't get 100 shares. You got not that. Sprinting through some of this stuff, we also had NextBridge finally got us their 2023 financials. And of course, baggies were like, oh shoot, I forgot. I
in shambles.
Oh yeah, baggies thought that we that oh man, the shills were all super wrong because we again, this is a company that still hasn't given us last year's financials, and looks like they're kind of screwed. Just putting it nicely. We had one thing that also came up along these lines from the 24th that I think is concerning. We'll know more as the case progresses, but the court stayed any other actions, including discovery, until the motion to dismiss is dealt with. My concern is that if they're doing that, that sure sounds like they're going to dismiss this case. That's my concern. Because why would you stay everything else unless you were basically
because what can you do without the ruling on the motion to dismiss? Like, what else is there to do?
Right.
Like, I mean, I think
and if you weren't going to, and if you weren't going to dismiss the case, you just let it go because we're going to continue.
Look, I think they're trying to hurry it along and they're filing motions, and like, I mean, George said something similar to that to some guy in DMs about like, can you go to Plano and tell them to hurry this along? Like I think they're trying to hurry it along and filing motions and filing for subpoenas and filing for this, that, and the other. And the judge is like, bro, we have to get through the motion to dismiss first. I don't look at it as though they're going to dismiss it. I think it's just the judge being like, stop filing
because
shit on the docket.
I've never seen that before. So
they're trying to push it. They're trying to push it through. Like they're trying to make it happen faster than it's happening. And they're trying to do stuff outside of this to prove their innocence or something. And the judge is like, I'm still ruling on this, so cut it out.
We also
That's what I
have,
think. I don't think it's indicative of anything.
We also have our favorite soft sit Nelson Willis. Last time we checked in on him, he got sanctioned $100 by the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. What does dipshit do?
Immediately
Right
files.
back to filing. In fact, this is currently out of date. I checked the docket Friday, and he's filed 3 more motions since this one I highlighted and posted on Jimmy Meltdown. So,
fantastic.
Yeah. Fantastic. Dude going to get himself in so much trouble. Last wrap up stuff. Are you ready for being able to buy crypto in your 401k? You want fart coin in your 401k? That's what everyone needs.
I mean, the only thing you can hope is that the PMs are just like, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Then, of course,
just because you can doesn't mean you should.
I love how Michael Saylor has been talking all that hot shit about Jim Chanos and his short position dealing with MicroStrategy. I don't know. Looks like he's winning because he said that he's arbitraging the difference between BTC and strategy, and looks like that strategy.
Why wouldn't you? Why would you buy any of these Bitcoin treasury companies? Just buy fucking Bitcoin.
Yep. And hey, if it passes that you can buy it in your 401k, well then cool. You'll be able to buy it directly in your brokerage account now. So there you go. Why would you buy any of these treasury companies? We can just own the asset.
Right. That are just continually diluting to buy Bitcoin.
Right.
Makes perfect sense.
Absolutely. Stealing your money. It's a Ponzi scheme. They're stealing your money and claiming that somehow magically they'll transform it into more money.
Right.
By getting another fool to buy more. Like it's a literal Ponzi scheme.
Yep.
So stupid tweet of the week time.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Is it the one I think that you've been holding since? Oh, you got a new one.
Yeah, I'm not doing that one.
Okay.
Where's my screen share? So okay, stay.
Okay, I'll let you go this so I can do the poll.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to the fucking SPY. Holy shit.
What?
Lots of tags. Fuck, we won. Well, there's a couple things wrong here. One, they're looking at Market Screener, which is some garbage data scraper that is clearly confusing the old bankrupt company for the real BBBY. A. B, this is the S&P TMI, which is the total market index that literally is like
every stock ever.
Stock. Yeah. And the SPY only represents the S&P 500. But Hang here believes that they have they've made it to the SPY. So
sure.
Fantastic.
There you have. Cool story.
I'm really excited for all of you. Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't know what we're looking at. It doesn't matter. Fuck it.
I've got my stupid tweet of the week. It's kind of a chain of tweets, and I've been setting on. Oh man, can we expand this? Can we make it bigger? Oh.
Okay. Sorry.
I got a way to do this. I got a way to make this work. I've got a way that's better, stronger, faster, larger.
I mean, it's amazing if you look at like this guy's tweets, like just put them next to Trevor Milton's tweets. So it's an interesting little story.
Okay, so we'll do the window. There we go. And this will allow me to, bam, there we go. As a father of 3 beautiful children and a husband to a wonderful wife, I would never wish the government upon you to cause you hardship in you. I pray, find in Jesus that they find the good in all of us. We just wanted everyone to thrive and thrive, and many have from our ideas over the years. Daniel Knight was the only, the one that took the plea deal out of you Atlas Trading. He's the only devil here.
Yeah,
he
Dan
ratted
did
on
it.
us.
He was the mastermind.
Snitches get stitches.
Mm-hmm.
We did. We want everyone to win. Many great calls over bad ones. You don't know a nightmare till you live it. Yeah, like kind of like the people that you fucked out of money and their families are screwed. Yeah, it didn't get around to
Mr.
that part.
Stock
Did you?
Sniper.
Mm-hmm. Don't be quick
Ultra
to judge
false.
someone unless you know them personally. Hashtag Department of Justice. Hashtag Donald Trump.
Again, it's Donald Trump's DOJ that is pursuing this case.
If they want to prison a man with no ill intentions, with a growing family, so be it. So many other issues in this country, and they dwell on hunting their own citizen. Unreal. Arrest all of X for chatting about sure, whatever.
Chanting about stocks at the Justice Department. That is,
and then at real Donald
about
Trump
to.
I
take it back to
retweeted
court.
that last at Donald Trump, and they said, "Wow, so they're already chasing after that pardon. How much are they going to pay for it?" And then he deleted this, of course, because between me and Bagholder Quotes and a bunch of others, he was getting absolutely fucking roasted. So we will leave it.
What's it going to be, guys? Atlas or the Spy?
Atlas or the Spy. Also, if you're on Twitter, Rumble, or Twitch, drop your vote in the chat, as the poll only works on the YouTube side, sadly. But anyway, anything to wrap this up with, Amy? That thoughts as far as things go for the evening. All this 2 weeks of madness that we've gone through, meme stocks.
I'm very excited that everyone has won.
Everyone has won. Everyone has won. It's
I'm really happy for you guys. I really am. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are doing great. In the biggest bull market ever, you're crying about stocks that don't exist.
You could put money in stocks that do exist.
Yeah, you could throw a fucking dart and win.
I know. I've got some of these.
But you know what? The shell of BBYQ is coming back. MMTLP is going to pay 100K a share, so who needs it? They're going to do great.
Oh my goodness.
Going to do
Fun
great.
times. Well, Amy does win because I did get the singular YouTube vote, but you got the ape vote.
That's what it means.
It breaks ties.
The important vote, rubbing my axe. Thank you very much.
Anyway, we will see you next week because I don't think we have any more birthdays to celebrate. But hey, do keep in tuned. We will be on Halloween doing Halloween gaming night again this year. All right. I don't know if Amy will be jumping in, but I know Platinum has.
I still trick or treat. I still have to take kids trick or treating. So probably not.
You just have the switch and you can.
Right? He's like, you're good.
Just take it while you're going. Yeah. I'll
jump on if we get back and I can, for sure.
Look, it's a Friday night. I'm going to be up until people say they're done. So whatever happens there. But we will catch you guys at our normal time next Saturday. Y'all have a great rest of the week.